Do you like,
Ow.
What happened?
Sorry, my legs are still really bad. So, like, my balance is off because usually you use a lot of your leg muscles for balance, but they're all broken right now.
Yeah. We can play an extra song. We to stay on time, we should.
Yeah, we have to.
And I don't know if does anybody remember Karate Kid? Because you brought this to my attention. You were like, do you remember the song?
This song is so brilliant. And I think we should start doing this every morning now.
What's that? Just playing random?
Yeah, random songs.
Just before the first song that we...
The song right before our first live break.
I like it!
Is going to be any song we want to hear.
Okay,
and this is only for our 5 o'clock people. Other people, you don't get inside of Jake and Tanner like this.
All right.
That came out much worse than I thought. Inside jokes with Jake and Tanner.
Yeah,
I really didn't mean it.
Much better.
Up from behind, I was almost swallowed whole by the thrill of the fight. It wasn't for the money, and it wasn't just for fun. I wanted to make a mark, I just wanted to be someone. I heard the devil whisper in my ear. He made his message clear when he said, sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Oh, good God, now you gotta believe me. It never really mattered, I was always under control. Monkey here, monkey think, there is no fear in this dojo. I was a superhero, king of 1985. I showed no mercy, I was always Cobra Kai. But I caught a crane kick to the face. I guess he sealed my fate when he said, sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Oh, good God, now you gotta believe me.
Man, I love that song.
I do too. Now, if nobody knows what that is, that has everything to do with the Karate Kid.
I used to play that song at the bar.
Yeah, nobody knew it.
Nobody.
It's so
I didn't
good.
know it until you showed it to me, and I was like, this is an amazing song. So I'd play it at the bar, and then everybody would be like, what is this garbage? And I'd run up and I'd slap random people.
Hey, do you know that at that rock radio station I used to work at, that Cartman, who I used to co-host with, that's who introduced me to that song.
Really?
Do you know that is, we only did request in that morning show? We played exactly what we wanted. There was like no music director or anything like saying you should play this at this time. I know, that's a bizarre thing.
You have to play songs. it's cool if somebody if you get to say, well, I want to hear some Don't Stop Believin',
Right.
and then maybe Kesha.
Yeah, you can do that. Here says, thanks a lot, guys. My girlfriend overheard me saying I really want to get into Jake and Tanner's B-hole. Well, that's a thing that's happening.
The JTB hole is going to be a lot of fun, which that stands for Jake and Tanner's Bus for Happy Organized Listener Entertainment Experiences.
Yeah, we haven't said it in a while. We're going to Milwaukee. We're going to be going to Milwaukee.
We can't say it anymore because it doesn't go on sale until March.
I just want people to get excited about it.
Yeah, we know nothing about this is not the first time that our boss has said, you guys got to stop promoting stuff before we're even ready for it.
Well, maybe they should tell us.
Tell us when you're ready.
Actually,
what was the last thing that we got everybody pumped for?
And then it didn't happen?
Months before it even went on sale. The Mexico trip. We started telling people this time last year that we're gonna go to Mexico.
And we didn't really know if it was set.
We didn't know if it was set. And then it got set and we got excited and we talked about it again. And then they're like, we're not gonna bring this up until late July. Guys, nothing's ready.
We did that with JTX too. I remember Joe goes, you have to stop with the JTX.
We don't have a venue.
We don't even know what's gonna happen. We're like, well, what do you want us to do? Just don't talk about it. That's really hard to do, by the way. That is one of the hardest things that I have doing this radio show is not...
self-control.
Yes. Not talking about whatever is on my mind.
Yep.
And it can hinder relationship. It can hinder a lot, man.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, our wives are used to it, but friendships, it can, because you just go, hey, look what this jerkbag just did.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
No.
I blame this on you and ISIS. I a little Obama.
I blame a lot on Obama. Hey, can we talk about something that...
We got to call Britt.
Oh, yeah. No, let's do that first. No, let's do
Okay.
that now, because what I was going to say was stupid.
I do want to talk about Jim on Demand, too, when he said that at the...
That's what I was just going to bring up. I was just going to bring up at the Mexico trip. I'll say it now. Jim, for some reason, out of his own brain, stood up and said, oh, yeah, thanks, Trump. #, not my president. And then he sat back down. And, one guy, he was just seething with anger.
Go back to your home. And another thing that Jim said, well, Chris Terry is so funny. Chris Terry's like, hey, if you guys cause any emotion any commotion during this Mexico trip, you're on your own. If they kick you out, we can't do nothing about it. I love when Chris Terry was saying that. And then Jim goes, yeah, you got to join the cartel or die.
Jim's too much fun.
All right.
And I don't feel bad paying for his trip now.
Now we have to, I'm really excited I'm excited. All those guys are going to be really cool to hang out with. I want to talk about that one couple that was, we're going to get,
we got to call Brett first. We can get that in
Brett
the next
is our
segment.
Let's just explain what's happening.
While you're dialing, beep, bop, bop, beep, bop, 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 bop.
It's weird, but I sometimes miss Britt a little because she did a lot for us and
she was always so bubbly.
Yeah, that's what she always had that spirit. Like when we went right to the negative, she's like, "But you guys, the sun's still here, and you're not dying."
Yeah,
shut up, Britt.
I did like
hey, Britt,
when we were get so negative that we finally would bring Britt down with us, and she would get sad.
Hey, Britt, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Britt, are you driving to work right now? Are you there, Britt?
I am driving to work right now.
She by the way, I want to congratulate her. She is a co-host back at home where she's from. She's co-hosting a show. She's back on radio, which is a good deal. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Are you having a blast doing it?
Yeah, so far I'm just 1 week. Yeah, I'm just 1 week in, so it's a good time though.
You should definitely say thank you to us for giving you this beautiful career.
Don't listen to that.
No. I want to thank you. I want to thank you.
No. Oh, wait, Britt. We wanted to call you. I texted you yesterday, and I'm like, hey, would you be able to go on the radio with us? Because we're doing our own reference checks about who we are
as like coworkers, as individuals,
and we want you to be really, really honest. We're going to talk to you. We actually are going to talk to Jason in the 7. We want to hear from him, and then we got somebody that we've worked with as a PD. And
did she ever work with him?
Britt? I think she worked with Jason in promotions.
No. the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The boss.
But we really want to do our own reference check and just why do you think, in your own personal experience, we're difficult to work with? And what we could do to be better.
Yes.
This is our way of actually, I mean, this is
like,
actually
I genuinely want to know.
Putting one foot forward here.
Yeah, like we genuinely want to know what we can do to be a better person.
But first,
and better to work with and stuff.
First, what would you say? I mean, a couple bulletins, or even if it's just one, or maybe you have a whole list of 20,
I'm sure
25.
she has a list. It was
she's
part
like,
of her
she's
job.
like, it's about time, and she like pulls this list out.
Pulls it out of her purse. I've been waiting for the call.
So why are we difficult?
It's funny because I was going to say the only reference I would give is, you guys show up on time and you leave early, and I didn't know it was more on what to make better, that type of thing. So
well, it's okay. Let's just talk about the negatives. What is the difficult?
Yeah, what was the worst part of working with us?
And be honest. I know you're a really nice person, Britt. So this is tough.
And I don't want you. We don't want you to try to censor yourself because you're on like our show right now, and you don't want to make us sound bad to our listeners. Make us sound bad. They enjoy it. They really do.
They really do. And we're really trying to figure out. Like, I want a spotlight on why if we are difficult. Why are we difficult?
I think we can say
probably.
We're difficult to work with.
Are.
We know we're difficult.
We are. Okay. Well, okay. Why? Just a couple examples.
Well, a lot of it wasn't. I mean, I think a lot of it was just our miscommunication on how we were hired. Was more why things were difficult, is both of us had different ideas. But it was every time that I would say, or I was told that I had to have you guys at a certain line or a certain time. You guys are just like, yeah, no.
Oh wait, what was she saying?
I think what she's saying is every time that she, like when she took us out, because she got hired to make us more country.
Oh, right. And then we would just be like, yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not going to be more country because I don't think it matters.
I get it. I understand.
I understand that part. What about other, like, around, like, off-air stuff? What made us difficult to work with?
Yeah, it was just the negativity was probably the main one, and you guys would just be like totally down on a lot of things, and it was very hard to keep a positive attitude, and it's really weird on how I kind of became like you guys for a little bit.
Yeah, and you were just saying that, Tanner.
It's funny. It was a weird thing when we brought you down because you came in. You're this blonde girl with always a smile on your face, like you're the hallmark reason of just pure happiness. And then like a couple of months, you're just like, you're right. This world does kind of suck.
You know,
like your hair even got darker. Wait. It's like the light was literally fading from your body.
You were dying. You were just like disappearing in a way. But hey, I want to say this because I think I can. The anxiety that we have, especially with me, I think I look at the negative quickly. I think I always find somebody hates me. Why do they? Even before I know them, I'm like, they don't like my show. They don't like who I am, and I don't like them.
Yep, and
because of it,
with zero evidence.
Right, with zero evidence. I always oh, go ahead.
No, you're exactly right, and a lot of that was trying to make you believe that it's not, and the show was good, and you had great ideas, and to be able to just roll with it. But it was almost like, because they hate me, I'm going to do this instead.
I can see that.
In our somewhat defense, you have to admit, Britt, that they didn't make us feel like our show was good there.
Probably.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no. They put the anxiety in even more.
Yeah, we had, like, Jake had anxiety before we got to
Oh, yeah,
to
it was
KTI,
completely intensified.
But that place, like, working with him now, it's a little bit better, but it's still like Tom is going to walk past that window.
Yeah.
Like, it still feels that way a little bit. And even though the company we work for is absolutely amazing and nothing like that, it's still, since he did such a weird, traumatic thing to us, we're still horribly afraid that behind our back there are emails going around about how much we suck.
It's funny too because we did have a lot of ideas that we had ideas. It'd be like we should do this and this, and then when the idea would happen, I found the negative in our own idea.
Yeah, we did that here.
We did.
Yeah, we've done that here.
Oh, wow. I think a lot of it has to do with my anxiety, my issues. I really do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The negativity, Britt, that you had to experience sometimes I don't even probably realize I'm doing it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No. Well, and a lot of it is, I think it's a little bit of PTSD, like what you're talking. It's PTSD from being under a very 50s boss.
Yeah.
And that leads by making people scared instead of leading by showing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel the same thing too. Like as I'm doing this job, I've only been on this for 5 days, and I'm like, okay, we need to do this. We need to make sure we're not over so many minutes. And
right.
It's so awesome. And they're just like, do what you want. You want to talk for 8 minutes? Great, talk for 8 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great.
And it's like 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
I feel like you got in a good, because to be honest, I know you love traveling the world, but I think I never met somebody that loves their hometown as much as you do.
No, Iowa. Nobody loves Iowa as much as Brett.
And I'm glad you, because I think about you every once in a while, and I hope things are going well. So I'm glad that you found a gig. And
well, thank you guys. I was talking about you guys just yesterday and how much fun we used to have with like the lip retractor game and Oregon Trail and everything like that.
We do have an Oregon Trail today.
So, today we do. We experienced together, all three of us, a very traumatic time, and so that has bonded us in a weird way.
It's like we were mole people, like we were like on the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, where they were trapped in a bunker for 13 years, and now we all are sisters. Have you taken it? I know that we're out of time here, but I just want to know: have you taken anything from our show to your show?
Oh, that's fun.
Like, have you like thought? I know you've only been there for 5 days.
Yeah.
But is there anything that we used to do with you that you're like, we need to do that here?
Like the negativity?
Yeah. Like, have you started telling everybody that they're garbage?
Well, I did mention the other day that let's not do song analyses because if we do, Tanner's going to say something about a skin suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a deciphering country music.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Hi, Britt. Thank you. Go have fun on your show today. Love you.
Yep, have a good
Thank
show.
you guys.
See ya.
You know what she didn't say? She wasn't going to take Oregon Trail. And that's just another show that even though they know the brilliance of Oregon Trail, they still think it's too garbage for the airwaves.
I don't know why it works here.
Don't know.
I have no
don't
idea.
know why we are able to make that work.
To be honest, I'm not even sure if we make it work or
it's the
if
only
it
thing
works.
sold, man. It's once again, it's the only game we have that's sold. Skyline Comedy Club.
My God, I'm so sorry. There was a couple different sponsors going through my head.
No, it's funny because I know we're out of time again, but like that, Skyline has such great comics coming that they can't always give us tickets to give away on the Oregon Trail, like because they sell out so fast. So I asked Carly, I was like, "Hey, do we get tickets for that?" And she's like, "No, you're not going to get tickets for it. They're just a game sponsor. They sell those. We can't always do it." And then 30 seconds later, she sent me an email. By the way, you have Skyline Comedy tickets to give away this Friday because they wanted to give you some. So we have Skyline Comedy Skyline Comedy Club tickets today with the Oregon Trail.
You got it. You got to stop talking.
No, I don't want to stop talking.
We have to go.
We're already late. Well, thanks for the pause, man.
Yeah, sorry. I thought that. No,
the last two are going to be just podcast nightmares.
You know what I can't take right now is at all is you yelling at me and me trying to decipher that. Hey, no, we were just talking about this. I'm so scared. Oh yeah, sorry. Hey, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. My name is Jake, and boy, was it a crazy, weird day, and I feel bad for my wife yesterday because I had a lot on my brain, and I had to decipher through and filter through a bunch of stuff. So right now, I just want to say, Angie, I know you said a lot, and I know I was just like, and I apologize. Today, I would love to hear about whatever garbage you were talking about yesterday.
Whatever your teeth problems.
There are two hosts to this mediocre, somewhat okay show.
Yes.
Tanner's the other one.
My name is Tanner, and I really enjoy saying these things. If you want to call us, 866-916-0959. If you text JT to 71090, you can get the podcast. Go like us on Facebook, why don't you? The Jake and Tanner Show on Facebook. Or
and
follow us on Twitter, at Jake and Tanner. If you want to watch us live and see who's shirtless right now, text TV to 7.
What are you doing?
You're so white.
Oh, you scare me. Because I've been thinking about this, like for our Mexico trip. Yeah, it's
that you need to start going to Planet Fitness and getting a base tan.
Yeah.
You know what my wife said to me yesterday?
I don't know.
And this will fuel all of the weird now conspiracy theory that Kayla and I have been divorced for years, and we're just living it out on the air.
You're just kind of friends.
That she came up to me, and we were talking, and she was like, "You know what? A is hot." And I was like,
did you say he's redhead?
That's what I said. I was like, you mean Joe, my boss? And she's like, yeah, he's a little cute guy. And I was like, I want to let you know now that I respect you
Is she
less.
talking about the redhead?
Yeah, our redheaded boss, Joe.
No.
She thinks
there's other Joes probably.
No. That was the one that she was talking to.
No.
No, I'm telling you. I know.
Wait.
It threw me off just as much as when she said.
I'm not saying our Joe is ugly.
No, he's not ugly.
But I'm saying he's redhead.
I know. Wait, are you sure? She might have been drunk.
Was she probably?
She should.
No. Like you're not understanding. My brain.
Yeah.
That doesn't work because he's redhead.
Yeah.
So tell me.
I think
she was drunk.
Well,
is she on pills?
Maybe. Man,
just say that
don't know
so
her.
It works.
Like I said, when she said that she thought Bohemian Rhapsody is a garbage song.
What?
Yeah, she said that to me.
Oh, you guys are married.
No, I literally...
You don't love her.
When she sent that to me, I immediately texted my dad and said, who is your divorce lawyer? Because I think I have a problem.
Yeah.
She said this, and then I said to her...
Does she know she's stupid?
I don't think she knows it, but I'll let her know.
Okay.
But then I was like, I just want to let you know. And she said this to me yesterday in the middle of what I was talking to her about.
Sure.
And I was like, I just want to let you know that not only wasn't helpful, but also super hurtful.
For what? Oh, the Joe thing?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Because I've never been described as that, and we've had that conversation before.
Cute?
No, hot.
Oh, hot.
See, her name was Brett. It was a girl named Brett.
I don't like that.
And she was really nice, and she was dating a friend of mine, and all four of us went over to her house.
And you were the cute one?
Yep, and it was Daniel, you're hot.
Who does that?
You're hot, and Tanner, you're cute.
Well, screw her.
And I was like, cute is such an insult.
No, you can't just go like, what is this? Just like, first of all, where were you guys in a little cabin or whatever?
It was in Marinette, Wisconsin, heroin capital of the world.
Why is one girl judging who in this cabin? Y'all are weird up there.
It was weird, and it was a slap in my face. I know the fact. But you don't say it. It's like when somebody's missing a finger. You don't walk up to them and say, hey, you're missing a finger.
Oh, no. You're not cute.
No, wait, what?
No, I don't
give
think...
me cute at least. It's all I have.
I think you are one sexy SOB.
Never been described as hot. I've always been...
No, really, wait, do you not think you're good looking? I think you're a good looking guy.
I think I have I think I could be better looking.
If
I tried harder.
Hours are early.
You didn't have to agree with that.
No.
You didn't have to. You could have said, "Man, I don't know. You could put in some effort, and I think you might." Maybe, I bet you. I think it would be a lateral move.
Now you know what? I think that we need some I think we need some encouragement because I feel like on
I
the
don't
text
want
line,
encouragement.
Shut
what
up.
I want is my wife to not think redheads are attractive.
I think
ultimately that's the goal here.
You're right. And I want to say, besides, because Cindy Parker's kids hate when we talk about that.
Do they?
I guess she says they always, they're joking.
Oh, well, she does have a little.
She has three redheads.
What is a group of redheads called? I know, like a group of crows is a murder, and a group of pugs is a grundle.
Ghostly.
A spectrum.
Spectrum. I like that.
Okay. A spectrum of gingers.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's got to be the weirdest thing, Cindy. When you go out to places, do people go, "Wow"? Because it's got to be a sight to see.
Her husband? Does her husband carry the gene?
The bad gene?
That got me once when somebody said, my kid's a ginger and he's the cutest thing. And I was like, I forgot that kids can be ginger.
We were just talking about it just recently. I think we're going to have some compliment. I want to hear people say that you're good looking.
No,
shut up. I do. Hi.
Producer 3430 here.
No, dang it.
I hope he says it.
Yeah. What's up, 3430?
Hopefully I'm still on topic because I'm not listening to the radio in a second. But me and Mrs. 3430 were talking about the potential of Tanner's demise for divorce. And she says to me, if Tanner gets divorced, buddy, she goes, you better hope to God that he doesn't come talking to me because you're out the door.
See?
Hell yeah! Can I get some pictures of your wife? I mean...
No, she's way too hot for you, Tanner.
Damn it. I know.
Love you. Bye-bye.
I haven't even seen her, and I know.
Hi, is Tanner sexy line?
This is a bad... That's not... Nobody's calling that. Nobody calls that number.
So sexy.
Hi, who's this?
It's Cindy Parker.
Oh, Cindy P.
Yeah.
So what do you call your group of three, or when the three kids are out and about?
Nuts.
Nuts?
Nuts, yeah. No, I get
nuts of
that.
gingers. You.
Yeah, no.
Does your husband carry the gene, the vampiric gene?
The bad one?
Yes, his family is from Ireland. They're Irish.
Oh, see, now that makes it a little better to me.
Did you when these kids were popping out of you, okay, Cindy? It's kind of like when Tim bred dogs, right? He bred this. They were selling them for $1,500. That was their plan. Labradoodles, and they didn't know what happened because the first one came out completely black, and then the second one was all black. And then he's like, because the black ones apparently they don't sell as much. And he's like, you got to be kidding me. So when you were popping out your gingers, were you like, no, not another one?
Actually, my husband was.
He knows the struggle.
Yes, he's like, this is my karma for making fun of redheads my whole life. Actually, nobody in his family has red hair except for way back. Like, nobody currently has red hair, so we were very surprised that they came out with red hair.
And you don't work with somebody with red hair to raise suspicions, do you?
No.
That's funny.
No. My kids look all just like their dad. But actually, the baby is not redheaded. We call him the anti-redheaded stepchild.
The anti-redheaded stepchild. That's wonderful. Cool.
Yeah.
Cindy Parker, have fun today. Be safe.
Are you going to? I thought I was going to ask you something, but I don't want to anymore.
You're going to say
I was going to say the bus with us. Are you just going to meet us at? Yeah. Are you going to meet us at Miller Park?
Are you going?
Either way, I would drive up there to be on the bus, actually, because I feel like it sounds really fun.
Well, I know Daddy Big Hands is probably going to go, too.
Daddy Big Hands is going to hop
I think so.
hop on the bus with you?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Why don't you,
Cindy and Daddy Big Hands and all of you guys just sit there and get on the bus with them?
That's what we're going to do. So you can you can meet us at the park and ride.
That's when the show starts anyway.
Yeah.
That's when it's going to get really fun in there because otherwise it's just going to be me watching movies on my iPhone.
So we'll talk later, Cindy P.
Okay, talk to you later.
See ya. So, hey, real quick, I know maybe people are a little confused, and I want to explain quickly. March, Brewers, we're taking buses, we're drinking all day on the bus, and we're going to be playing drinking games. We want this thing filled. We want it to be Jake and Tanner listeners. We really, really do. Yeah. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be a blast.
Well, I want to see if we can, because they're saying it's all you can drink on the bus and during the tailgate. I want to see if before we get to the tailgate, does somebody have to make a run to Festival and go buy more beer?
We should have like a bingo. Brewers bingo, or like, you know what I mean? How we used to do that at fairs. Like, find a dirty diaper in the parking lot.
Oh
Do you
my
remember
God,
those?
that was such a great.
Wasn't it fair bingo?
It was state fair bingo because we were promoting the state fair, so it was like find a mullet and
And it was a
tank
bingo.
top.
It was a bingo card,
Yep.
and you had all these squares that what one would say: dirty diaper in parking lot, mullet, or whatever it was. And somebody actually brought it to us all filled out with pictures.
Yes, I think somebody got a blackout, which is filling out the entire board. And one of them was like, I think one of them was like Carney hitting on a minor, and she was like, "Yeah, that happened. I'm only 17, and he hit on me hard."
That's funny. I will tell you this, though. The state fair is the cleanest.
It is so cool.
Because I've never experienced a fair that big.
That's not on dirt.
Right. That's what I mean. It's not like at a little festival. Like it's a really cool. It's a really neat thing, and I got to experience it when I was in Milwaukee.
I'm sorry, but this person, 16, 17, just gave us what a group of gingers are called.
Oh, what?
A bunch of ginger snaps.
I love it. All right.
It is so much better.
Man, do we got things and stuff to get to today. Do you know there is something called the National DJ Day? I want to just touch on this for a second.
Was it today or was it yesterday?
Well, no, I didn't even know about it. Nobody knows about it. It's Sunday when nobody's even on the radio.
Oh.
I think I just want to touch on it because I don't feel like we fit it. Also, I want to talk Drake too because I have a nasty theory, and you do too. Stop doing that with your hand.
What? I'm just raising my hand.
It's very.
I'm just raising my hand.
Nazi.
I want to say something.
Oh, go ahead.
Because we need to tease this.
Yeah.
We already, in the beginning of the show, did one reference on why we're terrible people to work with.
Right.
Later in the show, we're going to call another person who we worked with.
We're actually calling people that we used to work with back in the day, trying to figure out
why we suck.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be doing that at the 7. I do
7.
have an email coming from a really important person.
A very important person.
But I'm not getting it until this weekend, so we'd have to read it on Monday.
You know what I didn't like? When we asked him, could you just write down why we're hard to work with? And he said, I don't got time for that tonight. You got to give me a weekend.
No,
you
that's
got to
really
give
what
me
he
a
said.
weekend to write.
Oh, that doesn't make me feel good.
Right?
Yeah.
I
now
don't
you
know
said
how
it like that.
It immediately didn't go to your head where it was, he needs a weekend to write what's wrong with us?
No, we're not going to play kick the pug at the tailgate party. It's not. Jim would not appreciate that.
No, and it's not football. Otherwise, we could field goal a pug.
All right. Hey, there's another one. I think Tanner's hot. 6923.
Thanks, Mom.
Ugh. More Jake and Tanner show. We got more fun next. This is a fun one.
I know.
Puts me in a good mood.
I heard it on. I think what I'm going to start doing is listening to songs on KZ.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
And then taking, because that's where I heard this. And
Yep.
I remembered how awesome this intro is.
I love this rejoin music. It's Jake and Tanner show. Hi, I'm Jake. Tanner.
Hi, Jake, I'm Tanner.
Other host of the show. We got TVs. Text TV to 71090. We'd love for you to be inside the studio with us. There's a couple things that I want to talk about. One, we are going to be talking to another reference. Very early this morning, we called somebody that we used to work with, and she was telling us why it's difficult to work with us and what we could do to be better. We got another reference we're going to call on the 7. I think it's interesting. I really do, because I've never sat down and actually called people that I used to work with and go, hey, what makes us difficult? I think it's really, really shines a light on things.
Don't you kind of wish that both of us had ex-girlfriends that we could call to?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Like, wouldn't that be just amazing radio?
Tell us what our problems were.
Why did it not work?
That'd be so fun. You know, why bring that up, you idiot?
Well,
why
I got a
jerk?
year,
You
and
make
then we
me
can do it to Kayla.
That's a really good idea. But she's so honest right now why she hates you.
Oh, yeah. By the time that we get to there, she will have definitely... Everybody will be like, yeah, we don't need to do this break. Why don't you just talk about trilogy movies?
Somebody said, hey, what about your nephew from prison? He wasn't from prison. He went to jail. Now, he is...
There is a difference.
He is at my house right now. And I want to make this real quick. He got in trouble for drugs. Mm-hmm. As I talk to him, I go, "Oh, you don't have a problem. You liked doing it. You liked partying, and you liked being friends." Because I even told him, I go, "How bad is it?" And he goes, "Colton makes it seem like that I got him." Colton's his brother that he's going to go live with in Minnesota here after this weekend. Mm-hmm. And he's like, but he seems like if he has a drink in front of me or if his wife has a glass of wine, then I'm going to start shaking. He's like, I didn't go through any withdrawals. He goes, I just was partying with a group of people. He lived with a person that would have weed and trade weed for Coke.
Yeah.
A pound of weed for so much Coke. And so they were just doing it.
Yeah, so it's not that like he was getting the shakes or he went through DTs.
No,
it's just
right.
And it's not. He
it's
just
stories.
partied.
It's stories getting mixed. I thought he was a lot worse than what he was gonna be.
Mm-hmm. That's what made the we're gonna have a big party when he gets out really scary.
Well, and he even said, he goes, all I want to do is I was excited to see my sister. He goes, I wasn't gonna do anything. I just wanted to hang out with people because I haven't hung out with anybody for 3
without
months.
glass in front of you.
Right. So. Do you know he stayed up for an entire week doing blow?
I do, because you just told me 3 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. He said he was up for the entire week.
That sounds insane to me, but also awesome, because do you know how much work you could get done if you didn't sleep?
He said that. He goes, I go, what did you do? Like, didn't it get boring? He's like, he said, we just did one project after another. We tore down cupboards, put up cupboards, put the whole floor in, did drywall. And as he's saying this to me, I go, you little... don't be more of a man than me in my house. Because of blow, I might as well start it.
Oh. Troy.
Who's Troy?
Sent this to us last night at 11:52.
Okay.
And I love when we get messages late at night because they're so out of context because they're listening to the podcast, but they don't, like, you have a little lapse in like a little lapse where it's like, oh, they're not live right now. And this is the only thing this Troy has ever said to us. Mm-hmm. Jake is too beautiful to do manly things. He has said nothing after that. He has said nothing before it, and his name is Troy Mann.
Oh, yeah! What is he talking about?
I don't know, but he just said Jake is too beautiful to do manly things.
Well,
I love out of context compliments.
Here he is, Troy Mann. I like you.
But I that's the first thing I saw this morning as I hopped on, and I was like, that's just what a weird thing. Well, I said the same thing to Sadney, and she hasn't responded to this. And I just like these messages. Here's one message. If Angie needs help pooping, she should take magnesium. She probably has other stuff, and magnesium will help. And then the next one, like 2 days later, my brother was addicted to meth, and my one brother went to a team challenge in Milwaukee, and it really heled.
That's Sadney.
You get sponsors. Yeah.
Wait, I get it. You got to read it. You got to read it as Sadney.
Sorry. So the first one is, if Angie needs help pooping, she should take magnesium. It isn't a laxative, but it will help.
Yeah.
And then her next message. All my brothers were addicted to meth, and then my one brother did a team challenge in Milwaukee, and it really helped him out. And this is what I said to her. Your last two messages are so different, it makes me laugh. Like, that's what our show is. One thing was about poop, and the other one was ways that you could get off addiction.
You know, we should do a wellness check on Sadney because that gave me the idea. You know those two people that came up to us at the Mexico party, and they're like, "We are so nervous to meet you right now."
I love them so much.
I do too, and they're really excited to go party with us. But
he introduced himself as, "Hi, we're nervous."
Yeah, and he goes, "How are you guys? What's going on with Sadney?" And I'm like, "We should do a wellness check on Sadney."
Here she is.
You want to do it?
Yep.
Did I have to do 920 right away?
I don't know. Bop, 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 bop. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I like Sandy. I think Sandy became a big part of the show.
And she still listens even though we don't talk to her every day. There are some people that, they become a big part of the show, and then if we don't talk to them or mention them for 2 days, they get all really mad.
Right.
But Sadney's still a great person. And my wife still is really, really attracted to her.
Oh, this ain't her.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hello?
Is this Sadney?
Aaron.
Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Aaron, we didn't mean to call you. What number did you get? Oh, by the way, this is the Jake and Tanner show. You're on the radio with us, okay?
Okay.
Wait, Aaron, are you the one that dated Sadney for a second?
Yep.
Okay, we were actually trying to get a hold of Sadney, but this is fun too. Did she ever text you back after you guys kind of liked her, and then she was like, I don't know if I want to go on another date? Was there anything after that?
We talk every now and again. Send memes.
It's weird because I think you're a catch, Aaron.
Yeah, did you ever find love, Aaron? Are you still looking? Are you still searching for Miss Right? Or are you just looking for Miss Right now?
Damn!
Just kind of hanging out, not seeing anyone.
I think you're a good guy, Aaron, and I think Mrs. Right is going to come along very, very soon.
Yep. If I was single, I would date you.
Well, that's weird. Wait, how old is he?
He's old enough.
Well,
we're not hooking up kids.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What do I know? I feel like Sadney's like super young.
I could be your sugar daddy if you have low standards.
All right, Aaron.
Bye, baby girl. Stay perfect, just for me.
Bye. Where's the number now?
It's that.
Thanks for doing that.
It's not my fault. She just sent that. That was the last number she sent to us. Why would she send us Aaron's number when we gave her Aaron's number? Bop, bop, bop. So this one, she actually said, "My number is."
I kind of thought that there was a dude beside her bed.
I got really happy when it was like, "This is Aaron." I was like, "Aaron's Aaron, what are you doing at Sadney's house this early in the morning?"
Get it done.
Darn it!
I know.
She better wake up.
Oh.
What the? Is this Sadney?
Well.
Hi, this is the Jake and Tanner show. You're on the radio with us. We might have misdialed. We're looking for Sadney.
See you later.
What is your problem?
The right number.
920 this.
Yes.
Bull.
No, she even said, "My number is."
That guy's going to be like, wait, did Jake and Tanner call me this morning when he wakes up in an hour? I had a weird dream that Jake and Tanner were calling me.
Yeah, where Jake and Tanner called me and then told me I was Sadney, and I don't know what that means.
Well, I'm just talking to this. If it's the same dude, I'm just talking to him. We'll see where the break goes.
Did Sadney change her phone number?
That quick?
No. Hang up.
What is your problem?
Okay. Give me it back.
It is flipping Facebook. You're acting like you've never used a phone.
Shut up!
With your digits.
She screwed it up. No, she screwed it up. She gave us one number, and then she said, 5 messages later, "I'm sorry, my number is this."
This is why we have meetings.
No! This is why we need a producer, so I can yell at them too.
All right, here we go. I feel better now.
People like hearing us dial the phone.
Oh,
These are
facts. I heard that's their favorite.
Number 1 in radio.
Let's hear how sad she is when she answers.
Hi, Sadney.
Sadney, are you there?
Hi.
Oh, Sadney. Hey, we've been trying to get a hold of you like crazy. Tanner doesn't know how to use a phone.
I know how to use a phone. I don't know how to use a pen.
Sadney, there were some listeners that recently told us that we haven't done a wellness check on you in a while, and they were concerned.
Have you found love?
Oh,
You haven't?
no, find love.
Hey, Sadney, we just
No,
actually
but I
talked
made
to.
a Tinder.
What's that?
I made a Tinder.
You're on Tinder? Yay! Your standards have dropped that low?
Let's we want to go through your Tinder on air. I think
Can we get her in here?
Well, why can't she just? Oh, did we need the? We need.
We
It's
need
all. Is it all
pictures and
phone?
stuff,
Is it
yeah.
all phone? You can't get Tinder on the computer on the
No.
on the desktop.
No, who's doing that?
Well, I don't know. Dang it, Sadney.
Sadney, can we go through your Tinder one day?
I would love it just to get. And every time you hear a bell, that's that's a
Make me a Tinder too. I don't care what you put on it.
You already made a Tinder.
We want to go through and tell you why you won't get any swipes, as the kids are saying.
Yeah, we'll have you come in one day and we can actually go through your Tinder profile because I assume by the time you come in you'll still have no matches.
Hey, by the way, it was a complete accident, but we talked to your lover Aaron for a second. Hey, Aaron.
Yeah, hey Aaron. And we got really excited because we thought he was answering your phone.
Yeah, we thought he was in bed. That would have been amazing. All right, Sadney. But is everything going okay? How's the pooping?
Yeah, you still good? You didn't mess up any Culver's bathrooms?
Good.
It's not going well?
My pants though. The other day, not like the other day. It was like a month ago.
What? What happened?
I pooped my pants.
You pooped your pants a month ago? How come?
Yeah.
How,
Was it just an emergency?
Yeah.
Or?
I took I'm like prescribed like laxatives that are really strong, and I took 3 of them. And you're only supposed to take 1 of them.
Oh,
but
why did you take
scientific.
3? Why would you say screw the rules?
Yeah, did you just think you could get a week's worth of pooping done
You
in
don't
one
tell
afternoon?
me what my bowels can handle. I know what my bowels can handle. Yeah, why do that decision? Were you really plugged?
Yeah, it just needed to happen. So I did that, and then I got home, and like I saw a package sitting on the front door, and like I bent over to pick it up, and then when I bent over, I felt my bum hole just open up a little bit.
Oh
and
my
then it
god!
came
Oh
out.
my god! Oh my god! Okay,
Stop.
all right.
Sadney.
Thank you, Sadney.
She always lets us know what's going on downstairs.
We love you. We love you. We're gonna go through your
And
Tinder.
then I puked out the window.
You what?
The next day, I puked out a car window
Because
in Vegas.
Because of laxatives?
I don't know.
You don't know. Could have been
That
because you're
seems
drunk.
like a little drinking.
Love you. Hey, we're gonna go through your Tinder one day. We'll set up a time for you to come in.
Yeah.
Damn it, Sadney! It is our goal to find you love.
Yeah, and we better be invited
I'm
to
only
your
supposed to
marriage.
find love on Tinder.
Oh, you're not looking for love on Tinder. You know what? We'll give you a little hint here. If your Tinder profile has anything to do with that last story that you told us, you're not going to find a lot of matches.
Why don't we do it next week?
We'll do it next week.
I mean, even maybe Monday. What are you doing Monday?
Yeah, you got plans Monday?
Probably not.
Okay, well, we'll MySpace you.
Yeah.
And we'll set up a time.
Okay.
Love you.
Okay.
Hang in
Love
there. Hang in there, kiddo.
Hang in there, kitten. I think I want to start calling people kitten.
Yeah, I like that. That doesn't make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, that's all I want to do is make people feel weird.
So let's have Sadney on Monday.
Yeah.
Sadney, here's the weird thing. Sadney is beautiful. Like and I think her personality rocks.
Yeah.
Why is she? Is she really? Does she kick cats? Does
Maybe.
she step on little kittens?
Well, she opens up to us a little too much. Maybe she opens up more. Maybe she's awkward. Because like me and you never had to do the first date thing. I bet you we'd be like Sadney. I bet you us first dating would be the worst.
And with my whole anxiety issue and like I don't like small talk, I found an article yesterday because I was diving deep in this. I was doing a deep dive on who I am. And there is an article that states about introverts, how you and I are.
Yeah.
That small talk's really, really hard because it's not, there's no content, there's no reality, there's no, not entertainment, but emotion behind it. It's like, I got a new cappuccino machine. Oh, well, good. Who cares? You know? And I think you and I with this reality radio have even a more of a problem with that because we do this and all we do is talk as realism. And so outside of it, when you're doing small talk, it's like this
on a first date.
It doesn't fit with my radio show. That's how I feel. Like, well, the first time I met Greg Lawrence, when we went to the Christmas party last year, my wife and I are standing, we're talking to him. And this is just me talking and who I am. He goes, "Hi, hey, you're from Michigan, Traverse City. So you have you get back there to see all your family a lot?" And I go, "Oh no, my family's all dead." And Angie went, like, because she's used to that, and it made him feel really uncomfortable.
Blunt, yeah.
And that's when I go, I don't want to talk to people because I just speak what's interesting to me. Like, that's an interesting story.
That's true. Remember when we went to a client that sells motorcycles, and I walked away for 15 seconds to go look at a motorcycle, and then you yelled that I had to come back by you because you went up to the owner and said, "You don't actually sell at this price, do you?"
It was really surprising to me because that was the first time that I've been around motorcycles.
Like brand new motorcycles.
Right, and I was like, "Oh my dear God." And
they're basically cars.
I just said it. So I like deep, meaningful, more conversation, especially because we can bring it on the radio. So if we ever, back to your first date thing, oh my God, I would ask really inappropriate question. Like the dude I just started hanging out with, his name's Dan from, he's over by my neck of the woods. The first time we were down in his basement hanging out and having some beers, I found out that him and his dad don't get along. And I dug into that because that interests me.
That's super interesting.
Like, why don't you and your dad, why haven't you talked in 10 years? Why haven't they said anything?
Really? They haven't talked in 10 years?
See? That's what I'm saying.
Like, how do you go?
Screw that small talk,
man. I honestly don't care about your trip to the Dells now. I just want to know about what did you do or what did your dad do to make it. Is he gay?
No. And he said that, and it was so...
because I'm trying to figure out, like, why.
It was so interesting. Like, that's what I'm saying. We went from that small, right there, and I don't know. I know you need to have small talk to succeed in life, but it's weird. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Neither do I. Can I transition super quick into the last time that I felt like absolute garbage to a human being?
Okay.
Remember on our Mexico trip when I saw Michael and his boyfriend when they walked in?
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, Michael, and I'm so sorry. I can't remember your name." And they've been dating for years, and I used to live with Michael.
You could have just said, "Hey, guys."
I could have just said, "Hey, guys, how's it going?" And he felt really bad about it.
You could tell from his face, or did he tell your
Kayla,
wife? Yeah.
And he's like, and I feel bad because I like him. He's a really nice guy. I just forgot his name for a minute, and he likes the show, and he calls in. Like, they're not going because it's a trip.
Dude, it is so hard.
Names are hard for me.
Just to keep everybody happy. It's so hard
We're
to...
bad at it.
No, it's hard to entertain like all the time. Like, I feel like I can't sometimes be myself because myself nobody likes.
It is true.
And this is why Robin Williams offed himself.
Said that to my wife yesterday as she left for work. Say, "Hey, by the way, what I'm going through is why Robin Williams killed himself. Okay, bye."
It's exhausting. It's exhausting to be us.
Like,
I hate being me too. I'm literally looking in the mirror and I'm like, what is your problem? Like, why? Because I don't feel like we're mean to anybody. Oh man, okay. I'm sorry. I was just venting.
It's really hard to not want to vent about that.
I know,
but we can't.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
I agree. It's not us
really
trying to not be real. It's just us now saying there are some things that kind of have to be off air.
I just feel bad. I feel bad for who I am.
I know,
as a person.
It sucks.
And I'm not saying this has anything to do with this company at all. I hope nobody's taking it that way.
No.
I'm talking about other things.
No, because I definitely sat. It sucks when you just know that who you are, you can't change, but it sucks. But you're not good.
But we're trying.
We're trying. That's why we have an interview. We're calling a reference that we used to work with for a couple of years.
Right.
In about 20 minutes, we're going to call him and figure out what we can do better and why we're terrible to work with.
And we did this earlier.
Yep.
We did this with another person
with our old producer.
And I'm really doing this, or we are really doing this because it's very interesting to hear.
And it will help us.
It will. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I'm actually having a really good day. I think this is actually a good Friday.
I think it will be too. Sorry, I'm watching True TV now.
On the way, we do have a take from Jake and Tanner that's going to be happening here in a few.
Woo!
I do want to talk about my fear with Drake. because I love him as one of my own.
I have a fear with him too.
Maybe it's the same fear.
Probably not.
Well, we'll talk.
Does yours have anything to do with caboochin monkeys?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
we'll get into yours next.
It's a Jake and Tanner show. Oh, I'm really offbeat there.
No, they're about as on beat as you were going to be.
I'm a great dancer. It's a Jake and Tanner show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen you dance.
Yeah, no.
We did the bye, bye, bye dance, and other than that,
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
think
not.
your legs have ever moved with music.
That beautiful voice is Tanner, the other host of the show. So, we got a lot of fun stuff to do today. We have an Oregon Trail that's on the way.
Yep.
I have this thing that it's right now going viral online, that people are sharing their defenses for famous villains, and I think it's really funny. We can do that a little later.
Okay.
Take from Jake and Tanner, that's on the way. I want to say my fear about Drake.
Yes.
Drake is our night guy, and he's a young buck. I think he's only 18 years old, isn't he?
Just turned 18. He's barely legal.
And my nephew, Colton, is out in Minnesota, and he does a really, really intensive night show. And Drake is learning from that.
Yes.
My fear is Drake is already good, and he's going to even get better and better. Mm-hmm. If we don't start grooming...
For 18, he's great.
Right. If we don't start grooming him...
That there's nothing else better out there?
We got to start... Yeah, because he's going to be gone. He'll be gone in a minute.
I have a theory on him that if we don't get him really into the station, like really not wanting to leave, he'll be gone before the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to go to college. He's going to graduate from high school, and he'll be able to move anywhere.
And you got to make you have to make these mistakes, because I want to say this.
He'll come back.
Because big market is not all what it's cracked up to be. Is there a lot more money? Yeah, it's a lot more money.
That usually comes with more expenses.
More expensive. That's very true. Sometimes it's cutthroat. Like I'm gonna be honest, this company here is awesome. It's it's so everybody is friends here. It is a bizarre thing that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. Because we've worked for places that were pretty cutthroat.
Yep.
And this is a really
But now to be a part of a company that cares more about its people than it does about how much money it makes.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
And it's a great bizarre.
Yeah. It's a really cool thing to be a part of.
That's what I'm saying. Like it would be really hard to leave a place that treats you like you. Like I feel like Drake. I hope he doesn't, but I feel like he has to make that mistake.
Well, here's the thing: he doesn't know any different.
Right.
He doesn't know that there are companies that aren't ESOP. He doesn't know that there are companies that don't care if you're a good person and only care if you're performing the way that they think you should perform.
We had a guy that we respect a lot in the radio industry, and before we went to go do mornings in Milwaukee, he stated, he goes, "You guys need this to get it out of your system."
Yep.
He says you most likely are going to come back. He's like, but you need to go get the big market so you can feel, yep, got big market, and you can tell people I've been in big market. He's like, you need to get it out of your system. He's like, this is good for you guys.
Everybody does.
And it's true.
And that sucked. Our last day there, sat down in his office, and he said, everybody goes, and most of them come back. Everybody has to do it.
I will tell you this market is, when we say market,
very
obviously,
special.
Green Bay, Appleton, Oshkosh, the listening area.
Seymour.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Seymour, Pulaski, and Schwaben. Darboy. I like that. It is so... I've done radio in a lot of different markets, and this one is bizarre. And I'm using that word a lot because I guess that's my word today. People really care about radio here.
Yeah, they care about radio. They want it. They care about good radio. Not just money.
Hey, by the way, on the text line, you can visit us on TV. You can be in the studio with us. Text TV to 71090. It says, when I hit the YouTube link, the video says YouTube blocked in a copyright grounds.
That was yesterday's.
It did get picked up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right after. Yeah, which didn't help the speculation on the fan page.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But now if you text TV, you can get our new ones.
The hard thing is if we do any kind of music bits,
the YouTube link will get taken down.
Yeah, YouTube. I mean, you can always watch us live no matter for how long, but the show, if you want to watch it again, you can always listen to it, but if you want to watch it again...
I think you got to go to 959kissfm.com. I think you can rewatch old shows even if YouTube takes it down at 959kissfm.com.
Oh, I want to make mention to this because this is a big thing. Planet Fitness in the 7 o'clock hour, we're giving away $500. Planet Fitness wants to give away $500. So hopefully you got your code and you text it into 71090. We'll talk a little bit more about Planet Fitness.
Oh, yeah.
What they have to offer coming up in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to read... I guess I can read that when we talk about Planet Fitness then.
Sure. Oh, which one? By who?
Her name... was Jess.
Okay, I have it up right now.
Oh, you do?
So we were on the same page there. We'll talk about it later. Can I show you something?
Yes.
I got to send this to you and a link. I got to find it here. Gosh dang it, where did it go? Okay, right here. I'm going to send this to you on a link, and I'm going to put it up at Jake and Tanner TV, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to yes or no. This is going to be just a really, really quick story.
Does this say yes to the dress?
No. Yes or no, does this, before you click on it, does this look like a guy that his house would get raided and he has a dead bald eagle in the house? Does he look like the type of guy that would have a dead bald eagle in his house? Oh, and don't forget,
yes.
He got busted for meth.
There's nothing... I don't know what somebody who looks like. I don't know what somebody would look like if you told me they have a dead bald eagle in their house and also have meth. But that's it. They're like, yeah, I couldn't have. If you gave a police sketch artist the only description of meth head that likes dead bald eagles, it would be like a photograph of this guy.
If you get a chance, it's not up there anymore. Oh God. Just type in dead bald eagle in Google. I hope you saw it on
my favorite. Okay.
On TV.
He's from Missouri.
Yeah.
He was seized with 58 grams of methamphetamines, a gun, and a stolen ATV and a stolen horse. Oh, horse trailer. Thought it was just a stolen horse.
I want to. Someone put a wooden statue of a Bigfoot in the woods along the side of a road. This is in North Carolina recently, and it prompted a bunch of 911 calls saying that they saw a Bigfoot because they drive by it like a curve, and their lights will shine on it, and they're like, "What did I just see?"
Oh no!
Oh my God, that reminds me of a story, and I want to remember
Of a lovely
Bigfoot.
lady?
It will remind me of Bigfoot.
Okay.
I was driving in my Jeep Wrangler, top down, doors off. I don't know why I'm at Bragg Camp there, but just to let you know. I'm going around this.
There's no way it was bragging.
Well, I miss it. I feel like everybody wants a Jeep. That's a good Jeep.
I think everybody wants a Jeep, but I don't think anybody wanted your Jeep.
Well, probably not. It was only a 4. No, that was a 6-cylinder, that one. Anyway, hold on. Listen, I'm getting off track. I go around this corner going towards my house that obviously I was renting at the time. Mm-hmm. There is a girl, I would say she's 15, holding a sign at the end of the driveway. Do you remember me telling you this?
Yes.
And it said, "Please help." Oh, it was like on a piece of paper. I drive a little way, not even a little ways, but I drove past it and I kept going down the hill and I go, okay, did that just... I turned around and she was gone.
Did you ever look and see if there was anybody missing or dead?
No. I don't know if it was a ghost. I don't know if...
So do you believe in ghosts now?
No, I don't know what it was.
Well, because you could have saved that girl's life.
I know, and in my head I'm thinking, obviously in the news, there would have been something in the news.
What year was that? You should look at missing persons from that year.
Shut up. Don't. Okay. Off air.
What year was it? No,
that was 2000. That was 2008. 2008 or 2009.
Where?
Well, it was in Lake Ann. Lake Ann, Michigan. Don't. Because I don't even want to know.
Missing persons.
And it took me a minute to process. I just didn't slam on my brakes and go, hold on, what did that sign say? I processed the information. I mean, I literally just went down the hill and turned around. Oh, my God. No. I went back. People need to know that. I just didn't drive by and give her the middle finger.
Yeah.
I feel really bad. And don't tell me there was any missing people. I would say she's probably 15.
There are no missing people of anybody who is that age.
Good. But that worries me now. Anyway, so that people are seeing a Bigfoot on. Man, that really worries me now. You made me worry. I thought that was just like a story that I had, but now like really digging deep in that. Now
it could have been like a Jamie Claw situation.
Yes,
but there's no missing persons like that. And also, why did they stop at the end of a driveway with a sign? My best inclination is that it would have been a prank, and if you would have stopped, they would have ran away laughing because kids are stupid.
Okay.
That's what I think, because I don't believe in ghosts personally.
Yeah, that one. Okay, I like that.
And since there's no, it's hard to. I'm not gonna sit here and go worst case scenario right away where it was that woman was being tortured and you could save her life. Okay. I think it was probably a prank.
Good. The Bigfoot statue. Could not have been. The Bigfoot statue reminded us of a great 911 call from 2010. I don't know if you've ever heard this. Maybe. It's another guy from North Carolina. Said a Bigfoot went after his dogs, but he was calling to see if he could shoot the Bigfoot here.
Cleveland County 911. Can I help you?
Yes. This is Tim Fiedler.
What's going on now?
This beast is paying my dogs. I've got 5 dogs, bear dogs and hog dogs, and I shined a light on this thing, but I would not shoot it.
Okay, what did it look like?
It looked like a giant ape with a man's face. I was afraid to kill it, and it made a whistling sound. I just wanted y'all to know I have not shot one or killed one. He was about...
By the way, this guy believes in Bigfoot.
This guy definitely sounds like he has murdered before. And he doesn't want to tell the police that he has anything where he's like, I saw a Bigfoot I was going to shoot. I just want to let you know I haven't shot anything in the woods. So if anything is shot, it's not me.
With real long arms. And my dogs are just raising heck. Would I get in any trouble if I shot and killed this beast, this animal, or whatever it is? I'm a bear hunter and a hog hunter. But I thought I'd call you and tell you, in case I have to, make that shot.
My God, I would love all the content that I could get from being a 911 dispatcher if I had all the audio.
I wish Wisconsin was more like Florida or the South. Because we could walk outside and have content.
Somebody said if this guy from the text line ever called 911 in an emergency, he'd be dead. He talks so slow.
I know. Oh,
Can
my
you
God.
please, son, help.
I just want to let you know that I got hit by a car. And I'm bleeding real bad. And I was just wondering if you could send an ambulance. And it's not too much trouble.
Oh my God, owner. Holy cow, I love that. Man, do I want to do the rest of the show like that guy.
We'll get through one break in an hour and a half.
On the way, we're going to try to give away $500. No, we're actually giving away $500 from Planet Fitness. We'll tell you more about that in the 7 o'clock hour. We got to take from Jake and Tanner and an Oregon Trail. That's right. It's Jake and Tanner Show. Well, good morning. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake. I have my nephew over this weekend. I haven't seen him in 3 years, and it's pretty exciting. Tanner, the other host of the show, tell me a little something about you.
Hi, my name's Tanner, and I am excited for the weekend.
Yeah, we need it.
You haven't seen Cannon in 3 years?
3 years, yeah.
Did he not go to Colton's wedding?
Nope.
Was he not available to go?
I think he might have been locked up.
Okay.
Now, what we're doing here is we're going to call a guy named Jason here in a minute. Now, earlier today, we ended up calling Britt, our old producer. And why we're doing this is we're trying to, and this is really honest, we would like to know, because we've never done this before, what makes us difficult to work with?
Yeah.
So it can really, we're really doing this
to be better.
We do. We actually are taking steps, and we want to be better at what we do. And it's interesting because I've never asked anybody I work with. Does he know we're calling him?
Yes.
I've never asked anybody that we used to work with. It's like asking your ex-girlfriend.
I still wish we had those.
Ex-girlfriends?
Yeah, so we could call them and ask them, why didn't it work?
This was at the last station, by the way.
KTI.
In Mabake.
Hello, this is Jason.
Hey, Jason, you're on the radio with us.
Oh, hey.
I warned you.
By the way,
very professional.
We missed you. You
Yeah.
were. Well,
you treated us like gods.
Let me not give compliments because I don't want to feel like he has to. We're actually doing reference checks on ourselves, trying to figure out where we could improve, and we're really honestly doing this.
So we want you to also be honest?
Yeah, we want you to be honest. And first, did you like us?
Not at first.
You didn't? Wait, why didn't you like it at first? This is really interesting.
Not at first. You both take a little bit of growing, or takes a little bit of time to get to know your personalities.
Oh my God, that is true.
We are an acquired taste.
It's an acquired taste, yes.
So after a minute, after figuring out who we are likable.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't say that.
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He just said he didn't like us at first, and then we became tolerable.
Tolerable, yes.
Oh, man.
I feel like me and Jason had a fine relationship, and now I feel like I'm very hurt.
He actually, in his face, he actually looks a little hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? He's not. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
I
stand by what I said. You're both butts.
So what makes us a little difficult?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are coming into a brand new position with a brand new area, brand new brand new life in Milwaukee when you worked here, and you guys didn't know what to expect at first.
Right.
And you guys were kind of just taking everything in stride and didn't know how to handle certain things, i.e. certain people. And
definitely.
You just had to learn how to deal with it, and after a while, you learned how to deal with it just like the rest of us, and you realized what it was like, and you moved back.
What do you think our weakest? Like, what could we do? You think that could catapult the show even further?
Yeah.
If you were like our manager.
Yeah.
Catapult the show more. Probably more.
Swear to God, if you say music, I will.
What did he say?
I said if he says music.
What do you think?
More personal appearances.
Yeah, I see. But you're a promotions director. You're actually paid to say that.
Yeah. Wait, I need to hear this because really, Jason, you who you are as a person and your work ethic and your background with work, your opinion really does matter. Do you think, and be completely honest, do you think we are at all talented?
Yes.
Okay, you paused.
There's a little delay. There's a delay. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that like we couldn't even get the words out of our mouth before he said yes.
It's a cell phone delay.
Yeah. Okay, well, good. Well,
other than what could we do outside of the on-air thing? Like with coworkers. We were nice to our coworkers.
Yes, you were nice to the coworkers. You guys socialized when you were forced to.
Yeah, see, we were forced to. We had meetings because we...
Wait, what did he say?
He said you socialized when you were forced to.
Oh.
And that's because you ended up getting to know us, and you know that it's hard for us to go socialize. It's not that we didn't want to. It's just we're so introverted. We don't want to just walk up to people because...
Well, dude. There it was the confidence was so busted.
That too, yeah. But that's no different. I mean, we just don't... Yeah. I mean, our last...
Well, and Tanner, you were just starting your family. You know, you're just about having your kids, so...
And that's
that's another thing.
To go home too,
right? And my problem was Tanner was starting his family, and you were just having a kid, and we do everything together.
Yep.
Somebody said
driving together.
Hey, somebody said something to us, and would you agree with this? And maybe it was you, Jason, and you'd probably agree with it if it was you. There's a Jake and Tanner box, and you don't let anybody in. You guys are just in there with yourselves, and you don't mean to not let anybody in, but you do not let anyone in. Do you agree with that?
I would agree with that, yeah.
See, I think the box or the bubble or however it was described, I think that happened a lot at the last station because the last station definitely made it feel like it was us against or them against us. Like Jason, they were actively...
They weren't welcoming at all, no.
Do you think we are, do you think we lack confidence in what we do?
No.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I think you guys are very confident in what you guys do.
That is true. We do know that we can put on a good show.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
We're confident in our on-air abilities.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys put on a great show.
What the hell? What does that
Tuesdays
mean?
and Thursdays are good shows. They usually are. Well, Thursdays were because I used to come in after doing the Boots judging until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hammered.
And I was still just a little buzzed up.
Hey, Jason, do you like your new gig that you have?
I'm liking it so far, yep.
How's the wife?
Girlfriend, are you still with that same girl?
Yep, we're engaged. We're getting married in November.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no kidding.
That was a lot of fun.
Hey, we haven't even got the invites out yet, so you guys are on the list.
Are we? Well, we're going to go, honest to God, but we're
not.
Are we we're standing?
Yeah.
I hope you know.
You guys can stand all you want, but not up in the wedding.
What are my best man duties?
Yeah,
I've never been one before.
We are going to make this wedding all about us. So,
can you do it in Green Bay?
Yeah, try that.
Not for you. For you, it's worse.
Oh yeah, well I can hitch a ride with one of them.
Yeah,
I can hitch a ride with you guys in the limo.
Well, technically, it's probably going to be in Germantown, so it's not that far.
Oh, that works for me. Perfect. No, actually, I really want to be on the list because we're going to go.
Yeah, I'll go to that.
And we have speeches.
Mm-hmm. I'm an ordained minister, so I can do the ceremony.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry, we just booked that one.
And we're gonna wear white. I hope everyone knows that.
Yeah, I'm wearing my white gown.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jason. Well, let us know about the wedding, and thanks for going on air and being real with us. And we're happy that you're happy.
Yeah. Congratulations on the job, the wife, and the eventual baby.
Yeah.
And congratulations to you guys for doing what you love, where you want.
That's the thing. Now we're doing a talk show. I love it. Thanks, Jason. Take care. Not a good one, but a talk show.
Yeah.
Well, that went a little bit. I thought when we were calling him, I got a little nervous because I'm like, man, he's going to just lash out on us.
Yeah, see, because I said it to you right before the break started, and I think in your head you're like, it's going to happen that way. He's going to say everything that's going on in my head, and he didn't say any of it.
What was what was the negative that we could do?
You do more personal events.
Oh yeah,
like go out and about more.
More personal events. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, personal appearances.
Probably.
I mean, yeah, we're not against them.
Can I tell you?
I'd love to go out during the week.
I was surprised. This surprised me that he said we have confidence in what we do because I feel like I lack it.
See, I think openly we have confidence in our show because we know it's good.
Yeah. Well,
and we had to provide our own confidence there. But in our prod room there,
you're talking about the other radio station.
Yeah, we were dying and saying what we do is garbage. But we had to show confidence because we were in such a market where if we were to start showing that we didn't have confidence, like Dayton, when the light died in his eyes and then he got fired, like we had to show something.
Yeah. Well, the reason we're doing this is just because we really actually do want to. We've never actually reached out. I think everybody should, whatever job you're doing, it's painful. But call your somebody that you used to work with and go, hey, what was it like working with me? Because it is very interesting to hear. I'd like, you know what I could do here in the next segment?
What?
I want to write down what it's like working with you. I'll write down 3 things. If you were to actually call me, and somebody were to call me and we didn't have a show together and go, okay, but Tanner,
like we were splitting, like we split up,
and you were going to get your own show, and they call me and go, what is it like?
Yeah.
I think that would be fun. I'll write 3. You write 3.
So Britt said we are negative. Our weaknesses are that we're negative.
Britt said we were real negative, and it was you guys find the negative in everything.
Yeah, and that, and then Jason said that we
could do more appearances.
Do more personal appearances. Can't wait to hear the mystery, guys.
Oh yeah, we have a mystery guy
the
Monday
mystery
from an
email
that he was in a really pretty powerful position. And he worked with us, so it would be really, really interesting to hear how he thinks.
It's going to be interesting to hear what it was like from him as a boss perspective and from his higher ups talking to him, not just us.
Right.
I want to hear that kind of stuff.
It's like so interesting to do this.
It's kind of cleansing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's like
washing
detoxing.
with ivory.
What?
Washing your body with ivory.
Isn't ivory
ivory soap, the green one?
That's Irish Springs.
Yep. Ivory's the white one.
No, that's Dove.
No. Dove is a bird.
Yeah, and also a soap.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I just
Dove.
said. Ivory. Oh, no. But ivory's a...
No, is Dove chocolate?
Dove's chocolate.
And soap?
Dove is...
I don't trust a chocolate company that also makes soap.
It's chocolate.
That you can wash yourself with?
It's a bird. It's a bird covered in chocolate that you wash yourself with.
It's a chocolate-covered bird that you can bathe with.
It's like a loofah, but it's alive and will peck you.
It really gets into the pores.
Oh, this is why we're not going to have a show soon.
I like, let's not say that.
Well, no, I'm just saying, I was goofing.
It's a bad humor that we're just with.
Yeah.
And that we do. No. Do you know what my father-in-law told my wife?
What?
That blackheads are worms that are living inside of your face. That's why you have to get them out. And
that's the grossest thing in the planet.
Now she's really panicked about it.
This is so funny. I love whatever 3005 says. Here's a personal appearance idea. I have a Jake and Tanner lemonade stand.
Right now?
Well, no, I ain't
in
doing
the
it
dead
now.
of winter?
Come on!
I love it! Let's do it!
Sounds awful.
And we'll
Sounds
do
like a
it.
terrible
We'll do it on
idea.
the median of College Ave, so it's impossible for people to stop.
You know what? Real quick, I want to go back to what Jason said, and I think it's interesting. He goes, "Boy, I didn't like you guys at first until I got to know who you were."
Until we got, and I think we got to really know who he was. Maybe it didn't help that every time I walked in there, I'd tell him that he was a piece of ass.
But that's your humor.
Yeah, and then he started giving it back, and then you didn't like it when he would give it back to you.
I can only dish it. I can't take it.
Well, because you wouldn't even dish it to him. I would dish it, and then he would. It's like
And
I
then
would
he took
set
it
him
out
up,
on
and then
me.
he would spike it in your face, and you're just like, "Why is Jason so mean to me?" It's because I'm mean to him, and he's mean to me, and then
We've
sometimes
had that
he gets mean
conversation.
to you.
Well, somebody said, "True, you guys annoyed me at first, but I keep listening. You grew on me," because that was Jason's word. You guys,
we grow on you like a fungus.
My God, can I? And I know we got to get out of this segment, but man, during this few-minute commercial break. 71090. Did you hate us at first?
How long did it take you to like the show?
That's a really good question. How long was it before you're like, oh, I kind of like these guys. I understand that they talk a lot of just reality radio.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, there's another topic that I really want to do.
71090. 71090. I'd love to hear how long it took you to actually like us. What's that, buddy?
It kind of goes on the same thing.
Oh, maybe we'll just do it next. Tease.
Yeah. Why did you leave and when did you come back?
Next. So we have like a 2-part question. Kind of this, it's going on really the same topic, but it's a 2-part question we love for you to answer. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake.
Hi, Jake. My name is Tanner.
Hey, can you get that $500 winner? I want to call her at the end of this segment for Planet Fitness, which will explain about Planet Fitness and why those guys are amazing. Well, that was annoying. I'm sorry, that won't happen again.
Thank you. I wish I had a pen and you didn't steal all my pens and unscrew them and then throw them on the floor.
I went into the Razor Studio and I keep stealing all of their pens.
Where do they go then?
I don't know. I keep thinking the Razor Studio steals them. The question is, how long did it take you to start liking the show? Because this is really, really interesting to us. And there was another question that went along with that. Did you ever leave the show and come back? What was the reason you were like, I'm done with those guys, but then you came back? So the reasoning for the shutdown, to shut us out, and if you want to, how long did it take you to start really liking us? Because we have a theory it takes a couple weeks. I started listening because I tune in. What does it say? I tune in. I'm like, what did I just get sucked into? It's I moved to the area a year ago, and my friend says, what?
No, I can't. Go on. I'm reading this. It's going to make me happy.
What? Which one are you reading? Which one?
This one. It just says, yep, hated you guys at first. Annoyed the hell out of me, but I ended up listening every day. Anyways, also, I thought you guys were a gay couple. Kind of disappointed that you're not.
Which, by the way, any of these texts that are coming in talking about why you hate the show still, there's no reason to. We don't want those.
Yeah.
Because we don't. You're obviously still listening. We just want to know why you're back now.
Yeah.
What happened and why you're back. I moved to the area a year ago, and my friend said to listen to your show. I didn't like you at all. You guys were mean to callers, but I didn't give up on you. Y'all gotten me through some tough times, and I like how open you are with your own insecurities. You guys, that's funny because the above that goes, I hate you guys talking about how paranoid and all your insecurities. Mm-hmm. And then right below that, it's like, you want to know why? Because they didn't match with his or hers. I hated the show before.
That one said, I saw one that said, I hated you guys at the birthday station. Love you now.
That's what I was trying to read. A few months ago, at first, I thought you were offensive until I realized you are just saying what a lot of people are thinking. By the way, are tickets to the Jake and Tanner Experience available yet?
Probably about 2 weeks. I just happened to hear you on the radio and decided to give it a chance.
Took me a while to actually get myself to listen to you because it reminds me of a podcast, and I always I was always on Laughable for those. But now I absolutely love it. What does she mean? Oh, just because we're a talk show?
Yeah, because she said we remind her of a podcast.
Just stumbled on your show this week on Tuesday. Loved it immediately. I couldn't listen to you guys for a few months. Then you grew on me like fungus. Now I can't go a morning without listening to you.
Good.
Took me quite a while. I'll admit it. I liked your all's show. What won me over, though, was Tanner's Wisconsin Dell story. Now I'm a loyal listener.
It just takes a little bonding over pooping yourself in the middle of a street.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, at least 6 months. You were annoying and made me. He says, you were annoying and made me mad when you said something along the lines, we need this job because we have. Okay, wait a minute. A good 6 months. You were annoying and peed me off once when you said something in the lines of, we need this job because we have families to feed. I'm sorry. Why
does that make you mad?
We do have families to feed. And we do need this job.
Or does maybe it's saying like we don't want this job or want to be here? Maybe he's mad because it's like you should want this job because you are loyal to your listeners, not just because you have mouths to feed.
I guess I'm a little confused. Yeah. Took me 3 days to have fun listening to your show. You guys know how to make my mornings. Well, thank you for that compliment. We appreciate it. I know, and I really need to say this. We don't go out of our way to try to do any kind of ill will. We're not trying to. We don't wake up in the morning and go, hey, well, who can we offend today? Some things that come out of our mouth possibly might not agree with your stances, but please don't ever get mad at us. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can be mad for a second, but please come back. And I state this like the listeners are family members. And if you get mad at your brother and you call him an idiot and you don't want to talk to him or in the garage or see him around for a couple days, that's fine. But we got to still like each other, you know?
I hated your afternoon show, but absolutely love your talk show. That's good to hear.
1 week, the situation with the old morning show made me feel like you guys were the bad guys.
Yeah. And then they said unjustified. I wonder if that ever happened. Did a lot of people not listen to us because they think we pushed them out?
Which would never happen.
That's not true.
I was annoyed at first because it's like walking in and trying to hang out with two best friends. Wow, this one
that makes
actually,
a lot of sense.
This one actually helps. 5107. I've never had it said like this. I was annoyed at first because it's like walking in and trying to hang out with two best friends. It takes a minute before you get to know the inside jokes and get to know your personalities. Imagine trying to hang out with your wife and her longtime best friend that you don't know.
That's true.
Wow.
I get it. That makes a lot of sense.
Holy cow. I agree.
1 to 2 months. Man, does that say something for our show, or does that say anything to the other shows in the area that people are giving us 1 to 2 months?
That's a big number
to start liking us, because that's a long time, man. If I don't like a TV show in the first 5 minutes, I'm out.
I listened on and off all last year on my commute to work. I finally invested time into listening to a whole 45 minutes, and then I understood your show and who you guys are. Now I listen every morning. It's weird because we will talk topical topics.
Yep.
But boy, do we talk a lot of reality. And that does not, I don't know if it fits with everyone. We hope it does. We don't mean to be not relatable if we're not being relatable to you. But we kind of just do a show for each other, and we really, really hope you like it.
Yep. I like this one. I got annoyed listening to birthdays one morning. Switched to you guys, and you guys were talking about how stupid birthdays are, and I was hooked ever since. Love you guys. It's true. They're very bad. They're very bad for on air.
I like the prior morning show, so I was mad, so it took about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I liked you at first, but fell in love when Tanner started making fun of Jake and his key bowls. Okay.
Your key bowl lifestyle. And then I love having somebody on the air that shares the same swinger lifestyle that I do. Well, Jake, see, you're connecting with people.
I couldn't. That's not, no. Did you just make that up? I'm half listening. I heard something about swinger and stop.
I'm sorry. You have asked me to keep that more private now.
No, I haven't.
So I can talk about it now?
No, stop. Oh. Where's my CBD oil? I'm just going to down the whole bottle. Can you call Happy Trails really quick and see if that's okay to do?
I need another bottle. Tanner's telling truths on the air, and I don't like it.
It's not. I've asked you just be like, dude, you don't have to do that because there's no...
Because they all know, but we get new listeners every day, man.
This is what bothers me so much is that, like, the more if I don't defend, then it's like, oh, holy cow, Jake does do that. And if I defend, then it's like, oh my God, he must do it because look how upset he is. But it's not that. I'm just upset at your stupid face. I'm sorry.
This explains that other thing that's going on.
What?
Nothing.
I don't... Okay, watch. I won't say anything. Now go ahead.
Nothing. I just know that when people get angry like that or hold in anger, it can lead to hair loss. I've read that before. So it all makes sense to me now.
I really appreciate you. And I think you've made this show very strong with your personality. And I like having you as a buddy. But you're making it really, really easy to want to go out and slash your truck tires. Seriously, man. I'm not bald.
On the upside,
I'm not bald.
But since I got my tires at Matthews Tires, I can get, they'll repair them. And they'll even come and pick up the truck for me.
God, I love Matthews.
Matthews Tires.
Matthews, awesome. I'll tell you what, Matthews Tires doesn't treat me like this.
They don't care about your lifestyle.
No.
Are you saying that they do? Because I don't think Matthews Tires cares about your lifestyle at all.
I want to read this. I couldn't stand the scams at the old station, so I wouldn't listen. I found you back in this market back in September during a really dark time in my life. I turned on randomly, and you were complaining about something, and I've been hooked ever since.
I like how we find people, it seems like our biggest fans come only when they are at their lowest, like at their rock bottom. We've heard that so many times.
That makes me actually feel
hard time in my life, and then you guys were there, and it seems it's really cool. but I don't like that people have to get to their darkest days to think that we're great.
Well, I can tell you this. I think it's relatable because if you are going through tough times, we go through tough times, man.
Yeah.
Tanner and I have it rough.
We're not. Here's the thing that I think gets screwed up with anybody, with everybody. We're not just two voices. We're not just two voices on the radio. There's people behind it.
We have feelings.
We have feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about you.
No, we have one feeling, and it's anxiety.
Yeah. I work in an office, and yesterday I listened to your podcast on Spotify all day, and everybody was looking at me because I was laughing all day. But I really enjoyed it, and it helped me get through my day. Like it was nothing.
My boyfriend and I used your talk show as pillow talk.
Well, actually, I'm okay with that.
Oh, what kind of pillow talk? There's no way that this is at all an aphrodisiac.
I don't think so. Have you heard our voices? Well, means Laney. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'll tell you what, it makes every other voice more attractive.
Actually, we can help you out. We can help you out.
Nope.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't think we should help anybody out.
Where are you at? Okay, so what you're going to do now? Phil, I feel like he's a Philip. Phil.
No, Philip. He only goes by Philip.
Philip, rub her beautiful
calves.
Oh yeah, okay. Rub her. What if
If Kayla said that she wanted to just rub my calves for 35 straight minutes as like a form of play, I don't know how I would feel about that.
Somebody said here, I agree with the best friend thing, but I started liking the show when I realized you guys talk about popular, controversial topics and you guys can laugh about them.
That is one thing that is, I think, one of our greatest strengths and weaknesses, that we have a format and a show and the personalities to where we can take something that other shows wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, and we can either laugh about it or we can have an honest conversation about it, and listeners can get in and have an honest conversation about it. But I think why it's a weakness is because if people don't know who we are and who our listeners are, and they're just testing out our show in that first month that they have to listen before they like it, we could drive people away with that.
I love you guys. You guys are refreshing because you don't hold anything back. You will never make everyone happy. You guys are okay. Well, we don't hold anything back. I'm not super happy with my career choice and in my job. And when you guys talk about issues that you have behind the scenes, it makes me feel like I'm not alone. That's a thing.
Yep.
I hated the afternoon show. My love, you guys started it in Milwaukee because the other station sucked at 5 a.m. So I just kind of settled for you, but now I'm really hooked.
This one from 8017. You guys are okay.
I like that one.
I feel like that's the most truthful person.
Your Quick Trip commercials got me hooked.
Somebody liked them.
The ridiculous way you explain your sponsors make me laugh. I've been off and on lately because of your... Oh, okay, yeah.
What?
Nah, it doesn't matter. Just nothing.
You're going to have to show it to me, so save it.
I will, okay. I love that you're not boring.
I
stopped listening when I no longer needed to commute, but now I listen online. Yeah, which, by the way, you can always watch us on TV. All you got to do is text TV to 71090. Hey, listen, or you can get the podcast. All you got to do is text JT to 71090. This really helps us, and you don't understand. We're not doing this just for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It really helps, like, how long it took you and why you didn't like us at first.
Because it helped. Maybe there's something we can fix. Probably not. We're perfect. But either way, I have a great transitional email between this topic and Planet Fitness. Would you like to hear it?
I do. Oh.
Do you want to read it? Because you're better at reading.
Sure. Okay. I have it right up right now.
Yes.
This is Jess. Jess says, Dear Jake and Tanner. Why?
I just like when people say our names.
Okay. That does it for you?
Oh. No, your name.
Wait. Kayla, say his name again.
Yeah, mine is the worst.
Yeah. Tanner. Dear Jake and Tanner, I listen to the JT podcast every single day they are on. Those 5 days out of a week, I listen to the entire show during my workout. Thanks for adding Full Show Podcast, by the way. Really saving me so much frustration of stopping to play the next segment during my workout. I have heard them talk about. Okay, she's wondering if this.
She doesn't know that we handle our own Facebook, which we do. If we don't respond to you, we do see it. It's just sometimes we're kind of burnt out on responding to people.
I've heard them talk about Planet Fitness and the dumbbells and Dare Challenge all the time. What?
It just makes the email better, man. Just keep going.
What a coincidence. That's where I've worked out for the past year, the Planet Fitness in Oshkosh. That's my gym.
Jess, you should look for him.
Well, thanks. I love Jess.
Why did you have to say it's your gym? You didn't have to say that if you didn't want her to come up and talk to you and watch you in your shower.
Remember when we told that Planet Fitness guy when we walked in? Like, all right, we're going to go get nude together.
Yeah, we're going to go get naked together. It's only weird if you make it weird.
And he's like, all right, you guys do your thing, man.
Man, they're so judgment-free that we tried to make them judge us for a second. He's still like, just go do your thing.
Do you know what I'm trying to do at Planet Fitness? I swear to God, I'm trying to walk out of there. Because every time I've walked out of there, there's somebody, I think I will go past there and there's nobody there and you hear, have a good day. So I'm trying to walk out of there without them actually saying, hey, take care or say goodbye. And I go 5 days a week.
Yep.
Every single day, I think there's nobody, and somebody pops up behind a bush and like, have a great day, sir.
Yeah, it's because they were probably bent down, hand scrubbing the floors. It's so clean in there. Okay, go on.
Anyways, unfortunately, I'm a super timid person, so I would never imagine asking a worker about the code word. We're talking about Planet Fitness. You go in there and say, hey, what's a Jake and Tanner keyword? And they'll give it to you, and you text it into 71090, $500. We're giving away $500 here next segment, by the way.
Yep.
If you're the number, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, I would never imagine asking a worker about the code word, so I was at no biggie. So that brings me to today. I couldn't ignore my urge to pee during my workout. Like I said before, I hate stopping during it. So it was bothering me. And what to come to find out on my way to the toilet? An absolutely stunning yellow flyer of two gorgeous men with a big, bold, black word. Coming right at me. Anyway, what a wonderful, lovely surprise after a long, exhausting day. Just another reason I love the Jake and Tanner Show, making me smile in ways I never see coming. Love you guys, even though I've never met either of you. So that might be coming on a little strong. And all the laughs you give me and so many listeners on a daily basis, thank you too from the bottom of my heart for making me fall in love with talk radio and your sometimes dark humor. With love. Your millennial friend. Hey, Jess, that is what a great compliment.
I love when she said, making me laugh in ways that I didn't even know coming or didn't even see coming.
Yeah, this is a great.
That's a
great
cool
email.
thing to read.
And we appreciate it. And
thank you, Jess.
She is telling you to go get that keyword. $500 we're going to give away, and we're going to do that next with the Jake and Tanner Show. Hey, buddy.
Steve Balon may be the most attractive male weatherman that I've seen in a long time. Not unapproachable attractive.
Brian got her in Milwaukee when we were in Milwaukee.
I think he's unapproachable. I think he's model attractive.
Do you know Brian Goddard just yelled at me out of a window of his car?
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
He did. The news guy, the weather guy. He was driving by and he goes, "You suck!"
Man,
I swear to God.
Goddard. I should text him. Hey, you know the Shopko in Grafton?
Okay.
The worst Shopko in America?
Yes.
It's closing.
I heard that. I'm not sad.
When we went there to register for our baby shower, just because Shopkos are everywhere, and it's like, well, we got to register at a place that we can do down here, but people can buy up north. They didn't even have half the lights on.
Oh,
and
I know.
It was dark in the back corner.
One corner, yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, hey, you going to kick those lights on? He's like, that's a clearance section. Nobody usually goes back there.
It's so cold and it's like just so nasty feeling in there. And I love Shopkos. I really do. That one was just a bizarre one.
That was a weird one because then I went in there and we were like, can we get the gun for baby registry? And he was like,
here's a notepad.
I don't know if we have one.
I gotta dig it out of the back.
And I was like, no, we got, I'm sure you do. And he was like, I could ask a manager.
Hey.
Yeah.
We got to take from Jake and Tanner. We're gonna be playing that here. Hopefully next, we're gonna give away $500 also from Planet Fitness. Let me just read this. I want you to read that email, and then we'll be done with this because I think these are interesting. I moved out of the Fox Valley area almost 2 years ago. I was hooked with you guys. You guys make me laugh daily. I even started watching online at work so I can listen even more. And I really like this. And I think possibly, he goes, do you ever take your position for granted?
Yes.
As you guys are daily motivators to people even just a little bit, that they listen to you, you make them laugh, you make them smile, and you improve their day. That is a great compliment that I never really think of. Because it's really tough when I only talk to you.
Yeah.
You said something, there was an email that came in from a big market?
Yeah, from a man named Dan. He moved here from Charlotte, North Carolina, he says.
And obviously he knows a little bit about radio,
yeah,
I think.
because he was in a big market. He was doing radio. I'm not sure what he's doing now, but he just said this. So as a DJ coming from a big market, Charlotte, North Carolina, and know how morning shows are there and hearing you guys, what I think makes you a little getting used to is your raw, blunt, and direct honesty. I, however, love it and think that it is needed. The fact that not all segments go as planned or have hiccups, to me, is proof that your show is real. As a DJ and going out and listening to other DJs perform, I like to hear a mistake or a glitch because it proves that it's real. Keep it up and hit me up as a producer so we can take over the world.
Oh my God, we might want you as a producer. I'm not kidding.
I like Dan.
Holy
Even if you
cow.
just crochet us some pillows with motivational sentences on them.
Just we hire you in the corner and we just point at you and you go, you guys are great.
Yeah, you guys are good. You're a good person.
I like you. Danny, you email anytime. All right, we're going to call this person. What is your problem? That is your biggest crutch. Ah! Makes me uncomfortable.
Well, it was a crutch for a long time, but now that I know that you hate it so much, sometimes I just do it to see your reaction. Yeah, because sometimes mine are better than others. Like if I go, oof. You love that one. Better answer. Hey, Becky. Oh, God, why did you do that, Jake?
Becky, this is the Jake and Tanner Show. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Do you know why we're calling?
Yes, I do.
Why?
How do you
Wait a minute.
know?
Wait,
How
yeah,
do you
whoa,
know?
Whoa, yeah, how? Who spoiled this?
Because I'm listening to you on the radio right now.
Oh, yeah, no, we've ruined this, actually.
Wait, we didn't say her name.
Yeah, but we said we're about to call the person who won $500, and then her phone rings, and it's us.
But you aren't you? Is it exciting that did you like? Oh,
yes.
my God, it's
Hold
them.
on. Time out. Everybody shut up. Can you act like you didn't know, and we're about to break this news to you?
That'd be a lot better for us.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want? Hi. Who's this? Dang it.
This is Becky.
Hey, Becky, have you been to a Planet Fitness recently?
Yes, I have.
Because you just won $500.
You react better than people who didn't know they were
No
about to
kidding.
win.
May just hire you for their reactions.
I feel bad for your husband if that's how you sounded for just winning $500.
Actually, I should hit record and have her do this without any sound, so anybody that doesn't give us reaction, we can always
can
just
just
play
play her.
Becky's. It's a good idea.
Dang it.
Hey, Becky, yeah, $500. Big thanks to Planet Fitness for doing this. I mean, what did you just walked in and asked for a keyword, or was it written down? I mean, how easy was it? Pretty easy?
Pretty easy, yeah.
Okay, so you walk into any Planet Fitness, you can either ask them, or I think it's on a sign there, and just say, what's the keyword? And then they're going to give you the Jake and Tanner keyword. You plug it into 71090, and just like Becky, $500.
I think like Jess said, I think we're in the women. I think one of our posters is in the women's stall.
Oh, really?
A weird thing.
We're
Well, you
there.
can make direct eye contact with us.
Now you're missing your... All right, so Becky, hang on real quick, and we're going to get all your info, okay?
All right, thank you.
Actually, Beck, we're going to call you back just because it'll be a few minutes. So hang on. Or don't hang on. We'll call you back. Love you. I got to stop talking.
Yeah.
Lordy.
It's going to be a weird thing. Oh, I don't think we needed to call her back or anything.
Oh, crap.
Well, she's listening. Hey, Becky, we'll email you when your check is available. That's all we have to do.
That wasn't really a game, and I really want to do take from Jake and Tanner from Prospera Credit Union. I do.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think because we got the Oregon Trail on the way.
Yeah.
Also. Oh. Sorry. There it is. $80 or $60?
It is, I think, $80.
$80. You want to play? 866-916-0959. Where's a bubba? That sound like him?
It sounds exactly like him. Well, sorry, I was just reading here.
Sure.
Somebody said, hey, I have a Planet Fitness question. Can you get a workout plan from their trainers without having one of the trainers follow you around and show you how to do things? I'm insanely introverted and I don't want anybody watching me work out, but I want to use their lifting plans. Absolutely, that's what I'm doing because I don't like working out with people either. So then their trainer makes a plan for me. If I don't know how to do it, they show me how to do it. But other than that, I'm on the hook for it.
It also,
and it's free.
It's free with Planet Fitness, and it's $10 a month. It's ridiculous. And I want to let you know, all the machines have you're in your own little bubble. Basically, nobody can watch it. It is a big time judgment free zone.
Yeah,
it sounds like it would be perfect for you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Because we're introverted and we like it.
Hi, who's this?
Jamie.
Jamie, have you played before?
I have.
Jamie, how long ago did you play?
Probably about a month.
Did you win?
No, I did not. I lost to you, Tanner.
I feel like we need to get somebody else.
Get somebody else. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jamie. We love you, Lo. Hi, who's this?
Becky?
Becky, did
you just win $500? You're greedy.
No.
Oh, good.
Becky, have you played before?
I have not.
Good. You're going to be perfect. Becky, I'm going to tell you how to play this, even if you don't know how to play this, because I got to explain it for people that never heard this before. We have 5 questions. All right? You're going to be timed on these, so you're going to have to make your answers a little quicker than you think. If you get stuck, you can pass. Now, Tanner's going to be out in the hallway. He's not going to be able to hear the questions or hear your answers. He's going to get asked the same questions when he comes back in, and if he beats you, it'll be $80. Oh, that looks awful. Monday. And if you win,
I think it'll be $100 on Monday.
I'm just looking at that. $100.
Oh, don't look at that. That has been updated in 6 weeks.
$100 on Monday, but if you win, you're going to get $80 today. Tanner, get out of here. Stop twirling your mustache like an evil magician. By the way, Becky, Becky, what do you do? Tell me something about you.
I'm a mom and I'm a project manager. I don't know.
Do you know that there was a thing we didn't get to today, we were supposed to, but how much moms are actually supposed to make if they actually had a salary, what they would make?
Yes.
It was $160,000, yeah. $160,000 a year if you're a mom. All right, here we go. Timer will begin when I'm done reading the first question. Do you understand?
Yes.
Marion Morrison starred in old westerns like True Grit and El Dorado. Who was Marion Morrison better known as?
Yeah.
The large tent that houses a circus is called what?
A circus tent?
What country is the Suez Canal in?
Egypt.
What's short for binary digit?
For what?
Binary digit?
Pass.
What method of underwater detection is short for sound navigation and raging?
I have no idea. Pass.
Marion Morrison starred in old westerns like True Grit, El Dorado. Who was Marion Morrison better known as?
I don't know.
All right.
Pass.
Tanner! Those were tough. I hope I was saying things right. One of these I am concerned with.
I was looking at the studs in the building, like I suspected. 24 on center. Just nobody was in the hallway. I had nobody to talk to, so I was just tapping on walls.
All right, here we go. Tanner, you know how this works.
What works?
You know how this works.
Okie dokie.
Marion Morrison. Where's a Marion? Marion Morrison starred in old westerns like True Grit and El Dorado. Who is Marion Morrison better known as?
Aren't you supposed to start that timer after you finish the first question?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go. Marion Morrison better known as?
Marilyn Monroe.
The large tent that houses a circus is called what?
Pass.
What country is the Suez Canal located?
What country?
What country?
Pass.
What's short for binary digit?
What's short? Pass.
What method of underwater detection is short for sound navigation and ranging?
Oh, Sonic.
All right. Marion Morrison starred in old westerns like True Grit and El Dorado. Who was Marion Morrison better known as?
I answered that one.
You did.
Yes.
Okay. The large tent that houses circus is called what?
Canopy.
What country is the Suez Canal in?
Sweden.
What is short for binary digit?
Binary code.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I did go back on time on that.
You did?
I did. I started over, obviously, in the beginning, and then I took it back probably about, 7 seconds. Man, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
Is it him?
Yeah, that's what I thought. How would you... Okay, it's... By the way, the old westerns, True Grit and El Dorado, it's John Wayne, better known as John Wayne. But...
You trashed that question so hard.
Why?
I got so confused because then you said, who is Marilyn something?
No, Marion Morrison starred in old westerns like True Grit and El Dorado. Who is Marion Morrison better known as?
See, when you first read that to me, you mumbled through that, and then when I said I thought you read it and then said it to me, and then you just went, who is Marion Morrison? And then started the timer. I got very confused on that question. I don't care. You don't have to.
We'll give it to you. We can give it to you.
No, you don't have to give it to me.
No, I want to. Because that was really on my part. Am I saying his name right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because if you would have said, I would have known, starred in True Grit and this, I would have said John Wayne.
See, somebody said, my God, know-it-all Noah. People aren't going to call in if the questions are this hard.
No,
I did say
that.
True Grit on the second time around.
No, but you remember I had already answered the question.
I'm sorry.
At that point.
I'm going to give you that point. All right, she said pass.
Okay.
You said the wrong answer, but I'm going to give you the point. The large tent at a circus is called what? She said a circus tent. You said...
I said a canopy.
Yeah, it's the big top.
Oh,
the big top.
I've heard that.
What country is the Suez Canal located? I feel like I'm not... I don't know if I'm butchering that. Suez?
That sounds Spanish.
Suez. Anyways, Egypt. She got it right.
Ooh.
And what's short for binary digit? Bit. You both passed on that.
Oh.
And what method of underwater detection is short for sound navigation and ranging? She passed. You said Sonic?
Yeah.
Sonar.
Oh!
But is it a tied ball game right now? It is tied. It is tied. So we're going to do a ranging question, okay? Don't answer this question right away, Becky. Just think about it.
In my brain.
Yep. All right, so here we go. And this is just whoever gets closest to this number. In feet, what is the max depth of Lake Michigan? In feet, what is the max depth of Lake Michigan?
Got it.
You have it.
Yep. What's hers?
Becky, yours.
50,000.
50,000.
Okay, there's going to be some math. I said 500.
Tanner, let me see yours. Let me see if it's... Yes, he did write down 500.
I wrote 500.
So, the answer. In feet, what is the max depth of Lake Michigan? Becky, 50,000. Tanner, 500. Correct answer.
50,000 is a massive amount.
923.
Yeah!
Now, I do feel really bad, though. I feel like, because I gave you that point because of my mistake.
Do you just want to give it to her?
I do.
Okay.
I feel really bad. Even though you won that, and that is all on me.
Yeah.
Because I marble mouth that question so bad. So my mistake is your gain, okay,
Yeah,
Becky?
we're still going to give you $80, okay?
All right, so hang on real quick.
But we did that so you know you're not better than me.
So I put her on hold. All right, more Jake and Tanner show next. By the way, that take from Jake and Tanner is a big, big, big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. Well, good morning. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. We're in the last hour. Heading to the weekend soon. We are going to welcome you to the weekend here in just a little bit. With Journey. Brought to you by
Matthews Tires.
Yeah, they keep you rolling. It is the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake. If you don't know, my nephew, who's had a lot of issues with a lot of different things, has been in jail for a little while. He's at my house right now for the weekend, so which is really cool.
Yep, that's really fun. You haven't seen him in, what, 3 years?
3 to 5 years. Tanner, the other host of the show.
My name is Tanner, and I nothing makes me happier than people listening to the podcast and liking our Facebook page.
How do they do that?
You can listen to our podcast by texting JT to 71090. We have a full show podcast now and a segregated one that you can listen to. And then Facebook, just search The Jake and Tanner Show, and you'll find it.
I want to... got it. Oh, okay, right here. I'm glad I found that. So a grocery store chain in Pennsylvania called Giant, which, by the way, I had a Giant in Michigan.
I
know you don't care about that.
Before in my entire life.
Yeah, anyway. It's adding robots at all 172 locations. They roam around the store, scanning shelves to see what needs to be restocked and checking the floors for spills. And they tested one, and this is what some people had to say about it.
I saw them. I was like, is that something that cleans the floor or no? And I saw the Google ad. I was like, that's pretty new.
Many times people are ambivalent to them and just walk right by. And then there's a large majority of people that are very excited to see a robot in the store. They get very excited about it, and they...
So it's like this. Do you know what one of those things are out in front of car dealerships that are like...
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man?
Whoa. Is that their full name?
Yes.
Oh, wow. What is it?
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Oh. Very good. The second one. Anyway, what is it?
It's a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
I don't believe that it's the real name.
Why wouldn't it be? What are they? They're wacky, they're waving, they're inflatable, they're arm flailing tube men.
Anyway, that's what it looks like, but it's made out of steel, and it's not... What is it?
A wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man?
Damn. Anyway, and they got big old googly eyes on them. They're like moving the eyeballs. Yeah, it's really scary.
Do they clean floors too? Or do they just alert people
to
clean
floors? Like a big old
floors?
Roomba. I think they just alert people.
Well, that's stupid. Just put one of those Roombas on the bottom.
So this scares me because I'm going, robots are going to be taking over the world. They're going to be taking over the jobs. I have something that's really, really interesting. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, can I say something quick?
Okay, go ahead.
About AI?
Sure.
The most advanced AI that we have right now are in love dolls. And that's just where we are as a society. I just want to say that.
You know who the guy that murders people and sends them to outer space?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, this is what he has to say.
Future of work.
The robots will be able to do everything better than us.
That's
a recent study found up to 670,000 U.S. jobs were lost to robots between 1990 and 2007. And that number is likely to go up. A widely cited study from 2013 found nearly half of all jobs in the U.S. are in danger of being automated over the next 20 years.
Over half!
Occupations that require repetitive and predictable tasks in transportation, logistics, and administrative support were especially high risk.
Now, answer me this.
I will.
What happens to those people?
I don't know.
Because not all of those people are going to die in 20 years.
I don't know.
How do they feed their families? Is this how we get the population down? It's
morbid. You're okay with this, right?
It's morbid, and it's weird, and it's sad to think, but are these people who are easily replaceable with robots, are them starving to death the way that we get the population controlled?
I don't know how to answer that. Maybe.
And it's weird to say because the government cannot afford to give 50% of America food stamps.
I have no, just my sister.
And another thing that I think is weird is that a lot of blue collar jobs that, you know, like the welders and stuff like that, people who are really in danger of losing their jobs are also really big conservatives. I'm saying that just on this is what I know of. They're big conservatives that don't believe that the government should be paying kind of welfare and food stamps and stuff like that. They think that if you lose your job, it's because of you and you have to deal with it. What happens when they lose their job and they need to go to the government? Do they have to take back everything they say, or are they just going to say, this was me?
No, if they got a family, unless they won't swallow their pride, but if they got a family, you got to do what you got to do. You start stealing, I guess.
In 20 years, I will be very fearful about what's going to happen to this country when a lot of... Dude, that's scary, though.
You're dead in 20.
I'll be 40. I'll be 48, 7 years old.
Listen.
Why am I dead in that many years?
Just the way you're going.
I think you're
about, yeah. Oh, you know what I was going to do for you? Because of your whole divorce?
Not getting divorced. Can I say that right now? I'm actually not getting divorced. It's just on the horizon. Go on.
I wanted to start a GoFundMe for Taco Bell, for your Taco Bell, just because I think that's the main reason.
You think my Taco... I haven't bought Taco Bell in
Kayla was
a month and a half.
Kayla was really griping about that.
She is.
So I wanted to start a GoFundMe for your Taco Bell habit.
I think that's just not a good thing, but also, if anybody wants to... who's going to stop you? Not this guy.
So listen, I have a few jobs that are going to be taken over by robots, but also... Oh, I thought somebody was waving. No, they just gave us a middle finger. If you going by the window, if you text in your job or call us and tell us what your job, I have willrobotstakemyjob.com.
Yay!
And it gives a percentage of what it is likely to. Okay, I'll put in radio. They have radio, television announcers. That's what they have, okay?
I doubt we are
10% chance that robots will take over.
Well, you got to remember, that's another... You got to think of every day part after us and how robots have actually started taking over their job.
71090 if you want to go ahead and text in your job, and we'll find out exactly what the percentage is on how likely... robots will take over. Or if you want to call 866-916-0959, or if you just say, I don't want to do any of that, willrobotstakemyjob.com. You can find that. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Lauren.
Hi, what do you do?
I am a nurse.
Nurse. Oh, why do I not have registered nurses? You are at a 1% chance that robots will actually take over your job. You are totally safe.
Well, you're 99% safe.
Well,
whoa, she got her info and she's out.
Bye.
We're basically Google for her.
Hi, who's this? Hello. Hi, who's this? Wow. So yeah.
Hey, you know what reminds me of this break in the fact that it's failing? Story edging. Do you know that a lot of people enjoyed that story edging yesterday?
I want to continue doing it.
I think we should.
I was in a weird mood yesterday.
There was one that I want to read that was on the fan page.
Okay.
That I think we should read later.
Hi, what do you do for a living?
Facilities manager.
Facility? Oh man, is that going to be in there? Facility. See if you can find it.
I'm just doing manager all other. You've got a 25% chance.
I feel good about that. I feel secure. Thank you for the great news this morning.
Man, do I like you. You're a good person.
I feel like it was really sarcastic.
No.
No, this is great. Started a new job 3 weeks ago. I love it. Thank you.
How old are you?
Above 40.
Wait a minute.
You started a new job above 40. Not saying that that's weird, but was that hard?
That's got to be difficult. It's got to be scary.
It was definitely a scary process to go through, but I am very excited about the move, and it is a much, much, much better place in my life.
Wait, can I ask you? Did you get let go, or did you just said I want a career change?
I decided it was actually the same career, a different company, much less stress.
How much? I mean, it had to be scary if you did something your whole life and then all of a sudden, like, okay, I'm done with this.
Did he answer the question? Did he leave or get fired?
He, I think, left. It was his decision.
That is correct. Yes, under my own. I left under my own decision.
So you got this job, then left, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so you weren't unemployed for any time. I just wanted to know, like, if you were unemployed, how scary that was.
Thank you. We love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Good luck with your new job.
Hi, what do you do for a living?
Paralegal.
Oh, paralegal.
Paralegal and legal assistance.
You have a total of 94% chance that robots will take over your job.
Are you serious?
It says it right here, 94%.
Now, as a paralegal, don't you just do all the busy work for the lawyer?
Well, don't like...
Yeah. That's I've heard paralegals say that. You're basically doing their busy work.
94%?
Did you go to school for that?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Aw. Why'd I say that?
30.
You're 30? Well,
Yeah.
okay. 20 years, you'll be 50.
Yeah, you need to go back.
Hope you got your retirement figured out.
Love you.
Love you.
Take care. No, really.
I bet you're an amazing. And you know what's good about this is that we're in Wisconsin and we still don't know if that Twitter exists. So for 20 years in most of the country, it'll take about 40 for us.
Hi, what do you do for a living?
Hey guys, it's Jim.
Jim, you're a banker.
I literally just wrote in Jim.
Can we say personal finance advisor?
Oh yeah, or bank manager or something.
Bank manager.
Does he have bank manager?
Yeah, sure. Put that in there.
I have financial manager.
Okay, let's do that.
Because otherwise you're at 25%. You have a 7%.
Oh, 7%.
Is that bad?
Jim on demand.
I'm just going to write Jim.
Jimmy. Thank you, Jim.
And
Love
it's
you.
not in there.
Hi, what do you do for a living?
Interior designer.
Interior designer.
Have it right here. You are at a 2% chance.
Hey! Robot's not taking you down.
You are unstoppable. You don't have to worry today. Love you. I feel like the paralegal's like, oh, man.
Yeah, I got really sad when I said 94%.
That's a big one. Hi, what do you do for a living?
I call it a Jake and Tanner show.
Can you write that real quick?
Jake and Tanner.
What's that at?
98%.
Oh, boy. Good luck, sir.
That's too bad for you.
Hi, what do you do for a living?
Stay-at-home mom.
Oh, God. Stay-at-home mom. I want to see if that's actually on there.
You should try.
We are.
100%. Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Well, maybe a good thing. Maybe a good thing.
It's just kidding. Unfortunately, this website doesn't take what you do as a job. It doesn't. It doesn't have it in there.
By the way, I want to say this. We didn't get to this. We were going to talk about it. That a stay-at-home mom is supposed to, if there was a yearly income, it would be $160,000. Some people figured it out.
Well, my husband owes me some money then.
There you go.
Yeah,
you tell him. Tell him to appreciate you more.
You start withholding until you get it.
All right. We love you, baby girl.
Stop it.
Okay. She laughed at that, by the way.
Her job isn't getting sexually harassed after a kid pukes on her.
Hi, what do you do for a living? We'll take a couple more of these.
I am a service writer at a car dealership.
Service writer.
Is that in there? Right? No way, right?
I don't know what a service...
automotive and watercraft service attendant? No.
What about salesperson?
I don't think it's sales, though.
No, you write for
I don't really sell.
Wait, hold on. So are you just are you scheduling service on vehicles, or are you getting the loans? Figuring out the loans?
What my job actually is when your car breaks down, you come to me and I'm the one that writes everything in that is wrong with your vehicle. Yeah.
Oh, so you're just a bad news factory.
Yeah, type in bad news, bad news, awful news.
I'm just going to write
I'm the
automotive
guy that gives
service.
you the horrible news.
Thank you, buddy. There's not going to be anything on
they
there.
have automotive service technicians and mechanics at 59%.
Hi.
Because if those go, this guy, he could become a tech.
What do you do for a living?
Pest control.
Is this, where do you work? I think we might know you.
With Batsner.
Okay. 66% chance that robots are going to take over your job. Yeah, sorry, man.
But remember, this is one thing. If you own it, you have to buy those robots, I guess, or somebody has to service them.
I have the top right now, and we'll finish this up because obviously we're getting a little late. Top jobs with highest automation risk, meaning robots are going to take over your job.
Yeah, they're in the works to start taking you out.
Compensation and benefits manager.
Don't know what that is. Sounds bad.
Nuclear technician.
I get it. Honestly, I'd rather have a robot doing that for some reason because robots can't make human mistakes.
True. Administrative service managers.
Okay.
Space scientist.
That seems so made up when you say it that
I know.
way. It sounds like if I asked her, what do you want to be when you grow up? Space scientist.
power distributors and dispatchers, administration law judges, and hearing officers.
Man, I would almost like that.
Geoscientist, yeah, because then you're not getting judged by Larry.
Well, like a judge not taking emotion into a case and only looking at it from a legal standpoint. There's goods and bads to that.
Transportation, storage, distribution managers, and then finally personal financial advisors. Are you ready for the lowest?
Yes.
And then there's actually other ones. Watch repairers are at the highest.
Sorry, who are you?
Watch repairers, telemarketers. Those were what I just read were the top highest paid jobs with the highest automation. This next list is just regular jobs that don't make outrageous money, just regular jobs that you're in a big risk to have robots take over. Data entry keyers, cargo and freight agents, watch repairers, telemarketers, tax preparers, sewer hand, photographic process workers, new account clerks, and mathematical technicians. Are you ready for the lowest? If you have this job, most likely you're not going to get taken over. Therapist.
I was trying to look that up. You have a 0.28%. Because a robot can't tell you that you're broken.
First line supervisors of mechanics, installers, and repairs, emergency management directors, mental health and substance abuse social workers, audiologist, orthodontist, occupation therapist, healthcare social workers, oral surgeons, and first line supervisors or firefighting and prevention workers. Those are all the jobs that are least likely.
Do you want to know why? Because the first line supervisors are going to be the ones that have to take care of the robots.
Right.
Like those are the people that
sense.
have, because you can't just have a fully automated company. You need people to run and program and stuff. So those are the people that'll get the training.
All right, so if you want that, by the way, just remember willrobotstakemyjob.com, and you can go ahead and type in what you do for a living. On the way, we are going to play the Oregon Trail.
The Oregon Trail?
Mm-hmm. We'll do it next with the Jake and Tanner Show. I mean, I don't know.
It could be. I don't know.
Hold on. Stand by.
Oh.
We'll talk about it off air. I think it might help. I think it would be fun content. Just to say this is what was said. I think that might be really fun.
If you want to do it, it's your brain. I told you what I think, and if I was in your position, I
don't want it to be where I'm like performing though, because I'm behind a mic and I feel like I'm not being completely honest. But it might need
to be 100% honest,
right? And I think
otherwise it will never work.
No. I think I would be 100% honest, but I feel like I wouldn't be so much myself if I was just sitting in a chair talking to a therapist. But I do like it because I think it would be great content. Oh my dear God, because we could play some of the audio back on the, and then you could decipher it your own way.
I mean, if you want to,
I think it could be a really good segment for the show.
Yeah,
that's how
I just wouldn't be comfortable doing it. Me personally, when I see a therapist, it does take a minute to be yourself to them. But once you do, you're at your most vulnerable. At least when I'm with my therapist, I find myself my most vulnerable, and I want to separate that from on air.
And I'm not really good around really pretty girls, and she is really pretty. And it's
now you can't do it because you've already sexually harassed her.
I didn't mean to. I was giving a compliment. That's all I was doing, is giving a compliment.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have licked your lips while you were saying it.
I did. Well, my lips are dry, you jerk. I left my burpees at home.
Did you say burpees or Burt's Bees?
It's burpees, right? The yellow little thing, the burpees at home.
It's because you don't have any T's. Burt's Bees.
Oh, no.
Burt's Bees.
That's what I'm saying. Same thing.
It's 2 words, not burpees.
You know what? I'm going to do? You're going to the therapist with me. Because
I'm not doing that.
I think half of the reason my brain is broken is because you treat me like garbage.
I want you to get therapy away from radio so then you can be true to it and not think of it as a bit.
But but if I got therapy outside of radio, I would still bring it on air. I want to talk about it.
I want you to, but I want you to be more, because I think there will be some things that you'll want to get into, but you'll say this isn't for on air, and you'll stop yourself.
I see what you're saying.
Like, you haven't done the therapy, have you?
No, I've never done it.
That's the weirdest way to say thing. The therapy?
The therapy. No, I'm better than it. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I really would like to do therapy.
It's a weird thing when you start being your most vulnerable sense to a complete stranger.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
And it's good to separate our job from that. Does that make sense?
I really like the idea, though, if I did do this, just to see how it'd go, because then we could take the audio on air. But I see what you're saying. She's got a podcast. It's right here. I see what you're saying. She's on KZ. I see what you're saying as in, that's what I don't want. You're just thinking of it as an on-air bit.
Yeah, I want you to actually get therapy because you want to get therapy and get better, not because you think this would be a great radio bit.
Tanner, will you come hold me?
No.
I've asked you numerous times to hold me. You've done it like twice.
Yeah, because you do that weird thing where you back your hip, you back yourself in, because you always make me be the big spoon.
You're a good hugger. You're like Jim on demand.
Jim does give literally the best hugs.
I see why Marissa married him.
Yeah, she married him literally just for his hugs.
My God, I
can't see any other reason.
He's so warm.
No, but I think if you're going to do therapy, you have to give it your all and just therapy, and not try to think. You need to think of it as, I'm doing this to better myself, not just to be an on-air bit.
Or I could just start heroin.
Nope. I don't think that helps.
Well, for probably a little bit until I lose my family just gonna lay down. and career and everything.
You need something else. Maybe something laced. Maybe a hybrid.
So I was saying about my nephew. He just came back canon, and he's at my house right now, and he was super hooked on cocaine, and he was
super hooked. The way that you described, you're right. He wasn't super hooked.
Yeah, you're right. Wrong words. He wasn't super hooked. He just did it because he was hanging out with the wrong friends.
He had something to do, and he lived in Michigan.
He said that. He goes, there was nothing to do in Benzie County where I was at. Anyway, he said he stayed up. This was so amazing to me. He stayed up for an entire week.
7 days.
Keep doing lines. And I go, what did you do? And he goes, we redid their drywall in the basement. We built the table. We ripped up all the paneling. He redid the whole house in like a week.
That's amazing.
Man, if you could just stay up without drugs, think how much you could get done.
It's stupid, but there was an American Dad episode like that where the CIA had a pill that was the equivalent of an 8 hours of sleep. So what you would do is once the end of the day, you'd pop this pill, your body would be completely recharged, and you'd just stay up for the whole 8 hours. Do you know how much I could get so much done if I never slept?
Oh, that's what I mean. Hey, look at this text here.
What?
I love the battle of pest controllers. This is so funny because you were just text in and he says, "Ha! No, that's not me. I can't believe somebody from Batsner just called in. Just wait till they start hearing our ads, baby." Ooh. Oh, talking trash! You were pest control. I love it.
Love them.
I love that they understand the show too. They're having a lot of fun with that. My God, I think it would be so fun if you had competing sponsors or clients on the radio, like you took one and I took one. Oh, that'd be so fun.
See, I want that, but I want them to be completely in the different fields. Like I want a Subway to be attacking like an eye care place. I don't know what you're mouthing to me, but I know I shouldn't say it. Stop. But like Subway's would be like, oh yeah, they want to sponsor Valley I wants to sponsor it. Screw that. Subway $5 footlongs. What? It's like they're not connected. You guys can live simultaneously.
That's funny. No, I'm really you were pest control. I'm excited for all sponsors to come on, but I those guys are really cool. I feel like I love all the sponsors, but those guys how do you say it without me sounding like a jerk?
I don't know. They once again, we love working with people who love us because we're so vain and egotistical. So we like it. And Eeyore really, really, really feeds our ego. So thank you.
Yeah, maybe that's not the better way to say it, but that's a way to say it.
It's the truthful way to say it.
All right, we need 4 people. Do you think this is going to go too long, or do you got a short one? You always have a short one, but do you have a for the Oregon Trail? Hey, baby girl. You're ignoring me, baby.
Yeah. You gonna act right?
What?
Otherwise, Daddy here is gonna lay down the smackdown.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
I swear.
Do you? How long is it?
I don't know.
Well, because we got to be out in 3 minutes.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
I don't know how long these are gonna last.
Shall we just try?
Why not?
Fine. We need people to call.
4 people on the phones, gonna play the Oregon Trail for Skyline Comedy Club tickets, and that's the reason we're playing.
Hi, who's this?
Tom.
Tom,
you play every time.
It through? Jeez, hang on, Tom. Hi, who's this?
This is Eric.
Eric! I hear you singing in the background from the delay. Hang on, Eric. You're playing next. Hi, who's this?
Perfect.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle, you're playing. We have room for one more. Let us find that contestant or rider. Hi, who is this?
Hi, this is Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Holy cow, was I not paying attention to any of those names?
Michelle, Crystal, Eric, Tom, just like the old school computer game. So Oregon Trail, we put your name into the computer, and we go down the trail trying, hopefully, all of us making it to Oregon. Most likely you will not. Bad things will happen. The last person to survive will win. Now, I just want to let you know, especially you, Tom, you're in good hands with Uncle Jake. What year are we leaving?
We are going to leave in the year 1988. Can you hand me your piece of paper here?
1988. Wonderful. 1988, I was 8 years old.
The weather is cold.
Oh, bear.
It's raining outside.
Does anybody need to come sit on Uncle Jake's lap? Warm you up?
I'll do it.
Oh, who's that?
God, why are you guys all so weird?
Was that Eric? Tom, get up here. All right, well, Tom and I are warm.
It looks like Michelle brought a pair of Christmas shoes.
Do you need it?
Yep.
Okay, well, I don't know who's where on the line now. Okay, go ahead.
I'll let you know.
All right. I got it.
Noah brought a pack of Slim Jims.
Noah's not here. There's no Noah.
Crystal brought a pack of Slim Jims.
There's Crystal.
Eric brought Lego Batman.
Nice.
And Tom brought a giant hamster wheel.
Wonderful. That's not weird at all.
Nope.
Where's he keeping it?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I won't ask any questions.
But Michelle has dysentery and Jake has given up his seat. to TomTom? I don't know, because TomTom's a navigational system.
Where? Oh, makes sense.
Get it?
Okay, so I'm using my brain there. Thank you, TomTom.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh, and it looks like Michelle is better from dysentery now.
Oh, Michelle. Good. Good deal.
Yay!
And Jake wants to be closer to Eric for some reason.
Eric, do you mind if I sit near you?
Nope, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Boy, I like Eric too. Boy, it's getting crazy up in the wagon.
Crystal found a copy of Entertainment Tonight.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just in here.
Sure.
Jake is moving even closer to Eric.
I'm just trying to get
over here, Jake.
Thank you. He's welcoming.
Eric's getting uncomfortable.
No, he's not.
Oh, and Michelle has a cold sore.
Michelle, what is wrong? Why are you falling apart?
I don't know. Probably you gave it to me, Jake. That's what happened.
Hashtag me too.
Crystal doesn't want to go and wants to go back home. I don't know. She's just saying that. And TomTom, since you're in charge, what do you want to do? Do you want to let Crystal go back, or do you want to force her and tie them down?
Oh, geez. Now it's hashtag me too big time there.
Tie me down.
We left it.
Crystal, tie me down. This wagon is. This is my favorite wagon ever. It's getting crazy.
Getting crazy up in here. What are we gonna do?
Tie it down.
You're gonna tie her down?
Yep.
Before you could tie them down, she got away because she was covered in baby oil and nobody was able to grab them. This is gross.
Go ahead.
Michelle has a pretty nasty rash. Thanks, Jake.
Oh, man. You are ruining this wagon, Michelle. Quickly. Wait, is Crystal still
your
Crystal still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. She left.
Oh, she's not dead, though.
No, she's not
Okay,
dead.
okay,
She
okay.
left. Remember, she's covered in baby oil and grease.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, and TomTom, being the amazing owner that he is, he shares all of his food with everybody. But we are up onto a river. TomTom, what do you want to do? Do you want to
Going through.
You walk through?
Doesn't even care. Just go.
Okay, we're just going to do it. Well, guess what? It didn't work.
Wonderful.
And your toilet has completely...
Wait, we have a toilet?
You had a toilet. It was the dysentery bucket.
Oh,
but it
man.
floated away.
Oh, Lord.
So who knows what's going to happen. And also, TomTom drowned. I am
Tom, you're always
sorry,
dying.
TomTom.
Oh, hang on. This has to be played on this now.
Bye, baby girl. Stay perfect. Just for me.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, it looks like Michelle could have saved them, but didn't because she wanted to be in charge of the wagon.
Oh, wonderful.
She is now in charge of the wagon, and Jake has cholera.
Oh, awesome. I guarantee you got it from Michelle, sickly woman.
Crystal wants to join the wagon again.
Oh, yay! Crystal's here.
They're very dirty and covered in some sort of goo.
Ooh.
Michelle, since you're in charge, do you want to let them on the wagon or just let them walk alongside?
Oh, they're walking alongside.
Yeah, they're going to walk
Yeah, I
alongside. But
agree.
they are rejoining the group. And Jake asks Eric if he wants to marry him.
Eric,
do you want to marry Jake?
Would you like to marry me?
Yes, why not?
Yay!
But before you can answer, it looks... Michelle hit a bump on the road, knocking Eric out cold.
Oh, Eric
Jake seems happy.
I don't like this music now.
Oh, let the diddling begin.
Oh, God.
Also, one of Jake's wooden boxes of things was dislodged from the top of the wagon, hitting Michelle on the top of the head, taking her head clean off.
Oh!
Michelle is dead.
Bye, baby girl. Stay perfect. Just for me.
Michelle.
Only Jake, Crystal, and Eric remain.
I can't believe I'm still here.
I know.
Me
You
too.
never lived this long. Hey, we're up to a river. Since nobody's in charge, you guys need to take a vote on this.
Okay.
But since Eric is unconscious, pretty much you guys need to agree. What do you want to do? Do you want to walk through it? Do you want to run through it? Or do you want to just, I don't know, try to jump it with some sticks?
Crystal, I'll leave it up to you.
Jake.
Oh, wait.
Jake, you gotta save your spouse.
No, Eric, you're passed out.
Yeah, like
remember?
you said, you got to save your spouse. Crystal, make the decision.
Hey, Jake, let's run through it.
We're going to run through it.
Okay, bad decision because that didn't work. And in the middle of the river, it looks like Eric starts to float away.
No!
Jake, still in love with his comatose husband, jumps in after them. Jake, like a superhero, throws Eric back into the wagon, but drowns in the process. Jake is dead, and Eric wakes up.
Oh, man.
Eric is now in charge of the wagon.
I'm dead?
Yeah, but you're super dead now.
All right.
Aww.
Now that Crystal had to swim and clean up because they were walking alongside the wagon, she's allowed to get back in, but Eric has severe diarrhea.
Oh, boy.
We lost the dysentery bucket.
Yeah, we lost that. Good luck.
It says right here, Eric is looking for his urine bucket. Angry that nobody saved it for him, he spirals into a depression. Eric is also vomiting.
Wow. Well, you got a lot of things coming out of you, man.
No kidding.
Crystal, not trusting Eric that he was going to help her the next time that they go through a river, decides to kill Eric.
What?
Crystal, how would you like to kill Eric? Do you want to hit him over the head, or do you want to kill him with your bare hands?
Just hit him over the head.
Hit him over the head.
Before you can hit him over the head, Eric, you didn't know, is a kung fu master, blocks it, and karate chops you in the throat, killing you.
Bye, baby
Eric
girl.
is your champion.
Stay perfect.
Yes!
Just for me.
Woo! We finally won!
Unbelievable!
Yes!
We've got two running at the same time.
We do? There it goes.
First time Jake didn't kill me.
Wait, so Eric, have you been on this before, the wagon?
Yeah, you can. Yep, I think this is my fourth time, and you usually drown me in a river, Jake.
Nice! You're my lover! All right, Tanner, do you have what he won?
Yes, you won tickets to the Skyline Comedy Club to see one of their top-notch performers.
It's, I would like to say really quick, it's Andy Woodhull appears this week at the Skyline Comedy Club. Andy's the first comedian to make his network TV debut on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. So you can get tickets at SkylineComedy.com, but you, my friend, just won them right here. We're going to put you on hold, okay?
Sweet.
Hang on, brother. More Jake and Tanner show. Yeah, that's going to happen next. What's that?
I got something we can talk about if you want to.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have it all here, but that's good. I want to know.
Well, you just got done saying.
No. I just wanted to make it sound like we're more professional and like we have all this stuff written down, but we can go off topic. But in reality, I went, oh my God, what are we talking about?
I just sent you a link that has a video because I want to talk about the Motorola Razr.
Oh, yeah.
On the $1,500 phone that's coming out, but they have a video of their 2005 commercial for it, and I just want to have the most nostalgic feeling in the world.
Can you explain what the Razr is?
Yeah, the Motorola Razr was literally the cutting edge of cell phones back in 2005.
Now, I remember going in, and they had it all in the display case. And
do you remember walking up to the wall of cell phones?
Yeah.
And they were all just plastic dummy versions?
Isn't it funny, too? Because they were all... Right now, it's basically Android, iPhone.
Yeah.
Those are the two. But then you had so many different ZTEs and all these different brands and different styles. I miss those days.
I remember looking up on the internet phones that I wanted to order because they were cool looking. Like, there were ones that were round. Because all they were really just... make a cell phone or whatever, or make a phone call. So they're all cool shapes, and then, I don't know. But if you text TV right now, you can see the Motorola Razr if you've never seen it, and we're going to watch a commercial for it.
By the way, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Now, my wife...
We have one.
We both had a... Why do you hide it up there? Because I can't get it? My wife bedazzled hers. Because it's so easy, because it's so flat, you can just bedazzle it.
Yeah, I had this exact phone. I had the red one.
Oh my God, that was a fabulous bit we did with that phone.
Yeah, remember how bad that turned out on us? Like, we called...
Okay, so Tanner found this phone at Goodwill, and it still worked. And so we tried tracking down the owner and wanted to know the reason why you got rid of the phone.
Like,
and
we just wanted to say, hi, we found your phone.
It was so outstanding, but boy, did we find... What did we find out?
I don't know. She ended up calling us and saying, can you please not call us? This is just not a good time.
Oh, boy.
I wish we could call back. And then they said, please...
this is a better time?
Yeah, see, like, can you just erase it, maybe? But yeah.
This is the 2005 commercial of the motor...
Oh!
Hey, do some ringtones on that baby.
Yeah.
We'll play this here in just a second. Motorola Razr V3 Black Singular 2005 commercial. Oh, I hope there's words to it. It's back, it says. Oh, no, there's not going to be any words. So, how much is this?
Singular? Do you remember Singular?
I remember... Is Sprint? Sprint's still a thing, right?
Well, yeah, Sprint is, but that's Singular.
I had Alltel. Do you remember Alltel?
I also remember Alltel, yes.
I got to find... I really want to find a commercial that they're actually...
Didn't we play the ringtones when we did this the first time? Is it Media Gallery downloads?
This is sad.
Sounds?
This is teens using a flip phone for the very first time.
I know that if a flip phone falls, you don't have to worry about it breaking the screen.
I know no, you just had to worry about the battery getting out under the couch.
Old? Kind of basic as far as cell phones.
These guys are born in like 96, 97. Now they're showing them what flip phones are right now.
96 and 97 never had a flip phone?
And the original one in 96 cost $1,000. I had this phone. This is the one I had that I got majorly in trouble because I had
full screen it. I could see it better.
Yeah, because I had a friend that was older sign for me. This is my exact phone that I had.
Is that the one? Yeah. Oh my God! And then when you flipped it down, you could still see the screen because there was
a
little.
No, there was nothing on that.
Okay.
Here,
I remember that. They got my sister that, and she hated it.
Look at this.
This isn't real. This isn't real. It's a toy. It doesn't even have a screen.
Dang, this is hella basic.
I hate you.
There's the on button.
Where's...
I'm guessing this is some sort of a pager kind of thing.
No.
Wait, is it only for calling? That's so sad. And it's ugly too. This is like really ugly.
When I hold this, I think like, oh yeah, I could be in like the 1960s, whenever.
Shut up!
Were you about to say the 1960s? You jerk.
I had this one too. This is the one that flipped down that had the little screen.
Yes.
This was a Samsung. This debuted in 2002. Original cost $299.
My first
flip
phone with a screen was on the outside was it was the Audio Vox.
Oh boy,
specialized in making VCRs. Decided to dabble in some flip phone game, and it sucked.
Do you remember when you would flip it and then you bite your antenna? You just take the antenna and you pull it out. Yeah, I remember that.
I still remember my dad had one of those first Motorola phones where it was considered a flip phone, but it only flipped a piece of plastic over the buttons, and the battery was 90% of the phone.
Nice.
It was like that thick.
Yeah.
He would have it, and he would toss it in his truck, and he'd just be like, I charge that thing once a week.
Oh, I know.
Because you never had...
There was no internet. There's no videos.
Yeah, everybody says battery life is so much better. You couldn't do anything on it. You checked it for time.
So this one's got a screen, 2 screens.
And this phone is taking forever to turn on.
Maybe if I whip out the antenna, it'll go faster.
Shut up.
Oh, it has music.
Got a nice moving fish background.
That is, oh my God,
that was the peak of technology, you ungrateful child.
Oh wait, okay, here comes the razor right now.
Hello? Huh. Actually works.
Hold on.
It looks more elegant.
Here's the razor.
And it is much slimmer than the other ones.
Oh, look.
Tetris.
It would suck if you had to send a group text on this. I'm sending a text to myself.
Don't send a text! You know how much that cost in 1996?
It's like 5 cents a character!
Put the phone down!
Oh my God! Do you remember going on the internet? I actually had a plan for a minute.
You
where
mean
you
going
could
on
go on the browser.
The internet? So you take your phone right when it clicks and you throw it against a wall?
Yeah.
Because it will cost $100 a
we
second?
had a plan where we could, like nights and weekends. It said you could go on browser. Do you know what you could do on there?
Nothing.
No, yep. What were you going to do?
There was no internet, really.
I know when I first met my wife, she would text in Facebook updates because she just had a regular phone, a dumb phone, and she still had a Facebook, and her parents didn't have, they still don't have internet or a desktop. So if she wanted to make a status update on Facebook, she had to text in
Holy
Facebook.
Cow. Do you? That's funny.
And that was the thing that they had a.
Do you remember the Facebook phone? It was from Motorola. It was a Motorola, and they had a Facebook button. So you just pushed the big blue button that said Facebook, and it went directly to your Facebook. Somebody said I had the slider where the keyboard came out. I had one of those babies, too.
There's multiple times to get to the letter that you want.
Where's your space bar?
Oh no, space bar.
Oh, I figured it out. The space is the hashtag.
Hi, Juan. It's Juan.
It's called
so
a
I wanted
pound.
To write, hey, how are you? But it turns out, how are you?
They don't know how to text on these phones.
It definitely takes a lot longer to text on this thing.
That's incredible.
That's camera. That's cute.
Selfie skills.
I don't know if I took the picture.
Oh God, those pictures are so
This
terrible.
phone was built for selfies.
This is not a picture I would post on Instagram, though.
Instagram. There's the slider.
I always wanted the sidekick.
Yeah, the sidekick was awesome.
The screen flipped up in a spinning motion.
Oh, shoot. I remember these.
You'd see them all the time in like Gossip Girl.
No, yeah, I don't know what this is. This is huge. What?
This is hip. This is
that was the coolest thing in the world.
Does this thing not just fall
It looks awesome today.
I would love one. I feel like a secret agent.
Got a nice jingle.
I could never use when phones had keyboards on them, like a BlackBerry.
Sure.
I don't.
Oh, I loved my BlackBerry. I had the Pearl.
My thumbs are dumb.
Yeah.
And I've got big fingers.
Yeah, you have really dumb thumbs.
It's why I'm not an award-winning guitarist right now, because of how
the
stupid
only
my fingers are.
Well, the Razor's coming back, $1,500. Can you really quick, do you got any ringtones up?
Yeah.
I want to hear some of that, because we got a Razor in studio.
This person had their own...
nice. I love that song.
They had their own thing. Okay.
I like that one. All right. I like that. Oh, I had that one.
I had that one for
That was my text, yeah.
Oh, they did the... Do you remember your Bluetooth name?
No, I don't know what that means.
No, you don't remember that you would make your own ringtones and then you'd trade them with people over Bluetooth?
Oh, no, we never did that.
You never did that?
No, I never did that.
That was the funnest thing to do.
Never made ringtones.
We went to, you'd go to basketball games and then you had your own Bluetooth name.
Sure.
And then you would say, hey, who's got good ringtones? You'd go through your ringtones.
Oh, and then you would just...
Like, oh, I want that. Connect to me quick. And then it would take 50 minutes
How awesome
for
was
a
the early
Bluetooth.
2000s?
Yeah, dude, it was the best time ever.
All right.
Friend Mitch of mine, he made all of them. I had a custom ringtone for every single person in my phone.
Did he charge?
No,
okay.
not for his friends, but otherwise he did say, like, go get me some popcorn.
Cool. We do got to get moving here.
Oh, crap.
We got like 15 seconds. We're going to go a little bit more music intensive. We thank you so much for being a part of the show. You're the reason we get to do this. You put food on the table, and we want you to know that, and we appreciate it. Other than that, we're going to go more music intensive.
And we're going to welcome you to the weekend right after this.
Yeah, that's right. Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance.